right. Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to Laughable Odds. I'm Zach Caterly, your humble lore master, and tonight we embark on an epic journey filled with laughter, camaraderie, and a few dicey situations. I'm joined by the fantastic crew of Laughable Odds. We have Isaac, Eli, and Tristan. Why don't you guys all introduce your characters, tell a little bit about your calling, your culture, as well as your character's name, and introduce yourselves.
Sure, so my name is Isaac. I am playing a ranger of the north named Arvanith, and I am a warden.
I'm Eli. I'm going to be playing Elmamir, a ranger of the north scholar.
I'm Tristan, and I'm going to be playing an elven champion named Nathan.
Awesome. Now, before we dive into the adventure, tell you guys a little bit about what we're using. We are using Dungeons and Dragons within Lord of the Rings, and so this is actually using Free League's Lord of the Rings role-playing game set within D&D 5th edition. And with this, we're exploring and adventuring through the lands of Middle-earth. This is a low magic setting with a little bit of gritty realism, and really brings the danger of Middle-earth to life. We're so excited for you guys to join us on this, whether you're a seasoned veteran for D&D and have watched a lot or played a lot, or you're joining us for the first time as a viewer and accompanying us on this awesome adventure. Feel free to comment in the chat about any questions you have. At the break, we'll be kind of reading through our chat and kind of shouting out any of the comments or answering any questions as we go. Well, not as we go, but at the break, we will be able to. We're going to be streaming every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that's about it. And without further ado, grab your snacks and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. As the laughter and chaos begins, welcome to A Tale of the Blue Mountains with Laughable Odds.
Let's go.
Have a good session, guys. Good session. Nobody died.
So first, we jump into where we last left off last session. The group has been making their way through a harrowing bit of a side quest here that was given to them as they were passing through Bree. They were investigating the disappearances of several travelers on the road to the south of Bree, and a strange blue light that encompassed and stretched across the land in the nighttime. They were able to track this down through some harrowing encounters with bandits and brigands, and before you knew it, make sure that's off here. Before they knew it, they had narrowed down where the source of this was, and it was an old Dunedain ruins that set on the other side of a massive crevice, and this massive ravine that split these old ruins of these Dunedain folk, as well as dwarven ruins and subterranean areas underneath that city. They had an encounter with the bandits that were causing all the disappearances at the base of this ravine, and the camp that was just outside of it. Through a narrow and almost death gripping encounter with them at the ravine, there was a narrowly failed jump across via our elf, Nathan, before a crazy turn of events and a pull and a tug later, we ended up with Arvanith falling down into the ravine, splashing down, barely coming out on that one on top. Before you guys were able to, at the top of the ravine, go ahead and wrap up the... I'm going to turn that down a little. You guys were able to finish that encounter at the top of the ravine, kind of silencing them before running into a little bit more trouble. And a long story short, you ran into dwarves within the bottom of the subterranean area.
Sigmund.
Yeah, Sigmund. And
Yeah.
he led you to their leader, as well as you guys eventually had that corresponding information and taken back to the leader as well.
After running into some undead within these cursed ruins.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The shadow has definitely touched this area and land so much. And you guys are feeling that effect of what is gripping these ruins and what is this curse that has befalled it. You guys got a lot of information from Vieko, the lord of the dwarves that were down in the subterranean chambers. And you were given enough information from them that they can help you get out of here and get back across this ravine and hopefully not tell anything about their existence, but to be able to break the curse that is held over the Dunedain ruins at the top of this ravine and this whole structure. The Star of the Mist, a tower that has multiple stories. And at the top of it, they said that the source of this curse is a gem that is encrusted in the crown of the old leader. And they gave you the name Hadrian. Hadrian was the leader that had been cursed, and what you guys are coming to find out was from the Witch King of Agmar as the one who bestowed this curse. And it has you rather nervous of something so formidable and strong that has bestowed a curse on this land. You guys were able to find script within the base of this tower as you guys have gotten it, but I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. You have been sent on this quest to break the curse and to take this gem from the crown at the top of the tower and return it back to the Dwarven Lord so that you could be seen out. You guys ventured out onto this journey and quest to break this curse and were met with Lady Elwyn, a distressed and cursed spirit that's taking the form of this semi-spectral and physical form that seems to be undying and laying protection over this ruins and the Star of the Mist in this tower. You guys fought her the first time, very narrowly, escaping without being stunned and destroyed and killed. You retreated, gathered your forces back, and took to it a second time, only to find that, of course, this undying and unyielding spirit was still there, back after being defeated, and squaring off with it. You guys defeated her rather swiftly and pushed forward to the base of the tower, past the halls, I believe the accursed halls. And through the accursed halls, you found the script in black speech that where this curse has been embedded on these ruins. And from there, you guys have progressed not only to the bottom floor of the Star of the Mist, but up to what would be considered the third floor of the Star of the Mist. And that is right where we're leaving off from last session, as the Lady Elwyn appeared in front of you, haggard, and in a much more grotesque and angry form, ready to fight. And that's where we were ready to roll initiative last time. So, as we start off this session, everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's do it.
It's bad.
Oh, yep. Mine's bad.
It's good. It's very good.
Well, it's not the worst, but
Mine's almost the worst. Should have used up all the good rolls before the game.
yeah. It's fine. It's average.
All right, 25 to 20.
21.
21.
It's actually bad that I go first, though.
Really?
20 to 15.
Nope.
15 to 10.
Nope.
Nope.
10 to 5 or 0.
8.
6.
8 and 6, okay. 8, 6.
No.
Alright, so Elmamir is 8, and we have Nathan coming in at 6. Alright.
music has begun. Something's gonna die. Let's make sure it's not us.
So we've just walked up the stairs to this floor, and she's just there again.
Correct. So she apparated as you guys came into this floor of the tower. And the room itself on this third floor has about a 15 to 20 foot ceiling and is about a 30 foot by 30 foot wide room.
Small.
It-
Cool. Love
the
that.
the tower itself, it's very confined as you're coming up. The not going to roll out a perfect one-to-one battle map because of the size of the room. You can get to any corner of this tower in one turn
Any single
within
one.
this
Love
room.
that.
So, with that, y'all's stomping order had been you leading, anyways, if I remember correctly, and it's only fitting that you're going first. So
Right.
she apparates in basically the between you guys and the stairs to the next level. And she had called out that familiar, awful line that you guys have now heard 3 to 4 times. There's nothing here for you, only death. Leave this place or join me in my torment. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'll just run up.
Back up and come back and reroll our initiative.
Yeah. I'll run around to the back side of it, where her back is facing them, and hit it with a sword.
All right, so having the sword at the ready, running up, coming around the backside to try to flank her and take her off guard.
17.
17 will definitely hit as you slice into the form.
So 8.
An
8
8.
slashing damage.
So, and you have noticed this before. Your weapons, they seem to not have the impact that they would on a fully physical creature. This being kind of incorporeal in nature, you see it's not as effective as you want it to
It's
be.
stronger than us, we know.
So, anything else on your turn?
That's it.
All right. On her, she immediately jumps into action, clutching her side and screaming a bit. As she does, I need everyone to make a charisma saving
Oh, I
throw.
forgot about this.
Can I use my nope? Charisma save.
Yep.
Is... Oh, cool.
Alright,
That's
so we have 3
flat.
fellowship points and 3 luck points. I gotta use a fellowship point on mine. 'cause-
I gotta use one of mine too because I rolled a
Cool.
3.
Good to know we're all in the same boat.
Oh no.
So,
different die.
Going forward on the fellowship points, you have to decide to use them before you roll.
Oh,
Because
cool.
that's to know that you need advantage on a roll before you roll it.
Okay.
Whereas your luck points are after. But for this time, it's fine. Go right
Cool.
ahead.
I have to use both.
It's worse.
I rolled the same thing again.
I'm gonna have to use the luck point too. We gotta get something going. There we go. Not for 20, for 19.
All right.
Cool.
How about you guys?
4.
11.
4. 11.
No.
All right. So with this, you were frightened. You failed so much that you were stunned.
Oh,
All right. At the end of y'all's turns, you'll be able to repeat that throw. What that means for you, while within the presence of the one that's giving you fear, you have disadvantage on all the attacks, and I believe your ability checks as well. It might be only attacks. Let me double check. But you can't approach her. You can't get closer. Frightened.
Don't worry, guys. I got.
If I fail to save,
Yeah, ability checks and attack rolls while within line of sight of the one that's giving you
Don't worry.
the source of fear.
She'll crit on her next attack.
if I fail the throw again on my turn, but I do it by less than 5, am I frightened but not stunned anymore?
No, the initial one is the one that's most important.
Okay.
So
I'm
it's
gonna
to
go
end
off.
the effect. So you could roll very well next time.
Gross.
So, and it would be fine. Alright, so, but rather than move to attack you, after doing this wail, She points her hand downward and pulls up as two skeletons rise within the room.
Thanks. Nope,
I attacked with my sword. Just she would have had to move. I don't know.
Yeah, but she was rather
Okay.
than attack you, she summons two skeletons that rise from the ground, and they animate to life, pulling forth these wickedly rusted out blades. And they, the two skeletons, immediately move to protect her and go straight for you.
This seems balanced.
It's 3v3, yeah.
All right. First attack as the skeleton goes to go for your head here is a 9 to hit.
Oh.
As you just dip out of the way, the other one goes to plunge it straight forward, and you just kind of narrowly nick it to the side after ducking the other one with no problem whatsoever.
Nice.
You are
Lucky.
in the very middle of this combat
It's fantastic.
with 3 of them all around.
What else you got?
Yeah, just grab a few more things, no worries. But now that's going to come to Elmamir. So you can repeat your save
Cool.
at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with your turn?
I'm gonna pull out my bow and try and shoot at the closest skeleton.
All right, disadvantage on the attack.
Is he feared of them as well?
No, but
If-
he's within the
If
source
he can
of the
see,
fear.
if he can see what's causing him to be afraid.
Yeah.
Heyo, that's not the worst. 15 to hit.
15 to hit. That will hit, sir.
Nice. So that is D6. Sick. Plus 2, so 7 damage.
7. Let's go.
And with my bonus action, I will give Arvanith a Rhyme of Lore.
Oh, thank God.
And then I guess that's the end of my turn since I can't approach.
So now
So I
roll
make
to
a
repeat the charisma saving throw.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Yes.
So you're no longer frightened.
Cool.
All right, and now we pick up to Nathan.
And I can do nothing because I'm
You were
stunned.
stunned, so at the end of your turn, you repeat the saving throw.
I've rolled a 3 times.
Gross.
Oh no.
I'm still stunned.
You're
Another
still
D20.
stunned. You want a different one? He's committed now.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's
Arvanith,
what odds. Roll the
you're
same
up.
thing 3 times.
The one that he shot, does it look still pretty healthy?
It definitely got damaged. Like, at least as retrospectively. Like,
Enough said. I'll dodge.
Okay. You'll
That's-
dodge?
I'm gonna hunker down.
All right,
Shield it.
so you take the dodge action so
Yeah.
that everything will have disadvantage on attacking.
Yeah.
All right. Now we come to Lady Owen. She is going to make a sword attack against you, sir.
I didn't know she was sweet.
Yes,
She
it's
didn't last
and
time, I don't think.
no, she did.
She's
She
never
did.
used it then. Because
Um,
I think last time she only used bite attacks and claw attacks.
Nope.
Unless I misremember.
Trying to concentrate.
And this is a 20 to hit.
With disadvantage?
Huh? Oh, I'm glad you said that.
I was like, dang.
Oh, she misses hard.
Nice.
So from a 20 to hit to 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
No
Like
worries.
that.
So with the dodge coming in clutch here, you are immediately ready and your defense is not being pierced. However, now the two skeletons are going to give their shot. At disadvantage. No shot. You just
Nice.
are parrying, and it's a locked-in combat as strike
man.
after strike after strike. You're parrying and dodging and moving into the side. Elmamir, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna shoot him again. Ooh, that's a 16, 20 total to hit.
20 total, that'll hit.
So another 5 damage to the skeleton.
Well, the skeleton is damaged.
And
You could give another rhyme of lore, right?
yeah, I don't know if I give Nathan the help action with Cunning Mind. Will that help with his saving throw?
Yeah. No, that'd
Sick.
be help.
We'll do
Trying
that.
to shake him out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's my bonus action.
All right. So you have advantage on this one.
All right. Let's see if I roll 2 more 3s. Natural 20.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right.
Don't even
It was the
need it.
confidence of knowing you had another one.
All right. That's all I can do.
That's the end of your turn, but you are shaken free from the stun. And now we come back to Arvana. Knee deep in it.
I want to have fun, but I also don't want to die.
That's fair.
I think I'll just get behind the shield and get ready for round 2. Right.
Round 2. All right. So with that, she's pretty set. She's figured out your dodge here. She's still going for you. That she does not. You feint so easily. Pair up the shield, no problem. The skeletons are locked in though. All right. So the first one lands. That is going to be. And y'all were thinking of the marshal that had the bite in the claws.
Oh.
For this, that is going to be a 21 to hit for this skeleton.
It's not that tanky.
And that is
Hopefully there's no con save.
a 5 piercing damage from it.
Alright.
No, but you'll get
As
tetanus
it
in a few weeks.
Plunges the sword deep in. And the other one,
It's a major problem.
a
here.
disadvantage. It is a 14 to hit. Not gonna hit. All right. Now we kick over to Ellen.
Cool. Now that Nathan is not stunned anymore, I'm gonna run up behind the skeleton that I've shot twice and swap out to my spear and try and stab him. Oh no.
Truff.
17 to hit.
17 to hit. Will hit.
Nice.
So you quickly stow your bow, run up and pull your spear out, come around, and you just.
Please, 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 please. 5 more damage.
All right. With that, this shot hits it, and you see it drop.
It's one of those.
It's too many undead, non-dying things.
And it just pulls back what should have killed it. It just pulled back from like this deathless state.
Not again, not again. Please.
And now we go to Nathan.
All right.
You're now no longer stunned, and you see before you what is probably about 15 feet away from you is the collection of Arvaneth dodging all of these hits in every succession all around him. Just getting nicked here or there. And now Elmamir joining the fray with a spear.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my bow and I'm going to try a mighty shot on. I'm gonna try it on Lady Elwyn. So, but first I'm gonna use my bonus action to give myself advantage on it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Shoot him.
Natural 20.
All right. So that's a 17 minus 4, so 13 plus 8, 21 to hit.
And this was
Nice.
targeting who again?
Lady Elwyn.
And that was a 13 to hit?
No, a 21 to hit.
Oh, I
I
don't know
rolled
where
a
I got
13,
20.
but I have a plus 8.
Okay. I didn't get that part. So, yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Takes 5, 9 to 13.
13.
Takes 13 damage.
All right. And you can see that the shot should be more substantial. But she doesn't take as much damage from it. But still great damage nonetheless. All right. And now it comes back to Arvaneth. You see some of the attention is drawn off of you by Elmamir running up close.
Yeah, I guess at this point I'll try and take a swing at Elwyn. Is that her name?
Yep, Lady Elwyn.
Take a swing at her. We get a +1 right now, right? Because we're flanking as well. Nothing really matters, but it's like
Yep.
22 to hit.
22, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And she's damaged now, so.
Huh?
And
She
she's
is damaged now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty bad. 7.
Okay. All right, and now we kick to Lady Elwyn as she is going to try and repay you for that attack. That is a 16 to hit.
Dodged.
Yeah, that will hit? Okay. Alright. That is going to be 6 damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Forgot what this does. Oh no.
So stupid.
It's poison if it's the same as last time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Con?
Yeah?
6.
6. You are poisoned. Alright.
Yes.
And now we come to the skeletons. This one is turning and attacking Elmamir.
Hit me!
With a natural 1, he just, like, his leg that's already been damaged just, like, crumbles to bits, and it falls forward, and then the leg slowly stitches itself back together, and the bones join back, and it stands back up, and it looks defeated. The other one attacks.
Very Dragon vibes.
That's a 9 to hit.
Nope.
So as the skeletons are all over the place trying their best, they aren't made of thicker stuff. Nathan, well, that actually brings us to Elmamir.
Nice. Just die already. I'm gonna hit the skeleton again. Natural 20.
Okay.
So that is D8 maxed out plus another D8. Cool. Love that one. 9, 11 total damage.
11 total damage. As you are like, die already! You take the spear, you pull it up, and you like plunge through it, scattering the bones across the room. I have no chance of reconnecting.
Nice.
1 down.
And with my bonus action, I will give Nathan a Rhyme of Lore.
All right.
And that'll be the end of my turn, I guess, because I'm already in melee with everyone else.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. And now we go to Nathan.
Alright, same thing. Bonus action, give myself advantage. We're going for a violent shot on Lady Elwyn again. 7. 14. When do I have to decide to use the...
You can use it after you roll, but before the outcome is determined.
Okay, so
So you can use it now if you want. It's a D6.
Should I roll it before or after I use the subtraction die on this to hit?
Oh, you can do either.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So that's going to be -7, but +8. I'll use the Rhyme of Lore. That's going to bring it up to a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Nice.
Alright, so that's going to be another... Oh, almost max damage.
Ooh.
Alright, 14, 19, plus 4. 23 damage on the violent shot.
23 damage. So...
This time as her blade is going to swing at Arvaneth again, my arrow just kind of whips through her imperial form.
And you can see like a hole that is made from the velocity of this arrow and this wisp that gets blown through, and you expect her to falter completely and become incorporeal and disappear into dust, and she doesn't. She manages to hold herself still together. It was a great shot. It was a great shot. But you're not sure how much she has left in her.
Okay, that's my turn.
Nice.
All right, Arvaneth, you're up.
We're
There's
swinging.
still currently a skeleton and Lady O.
We're swinging on her. 21. So that hits, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
12.
12. All right. So 12 damage total.
Mhm.
That's reduced down to 6. How would you describe this attack?
I'm pretty Spartan style. Like, I'm hiding behind the shield. I'm just like thrusting over the shield, and I saw the arrow go through her, and I was like turned around, see a quick second, give it a quick stab.
All right. So with that, and it's almost as if the hole that you've created, he finds as it's trying to recreate, plugs it and pulls up through it, and she splits apart and just goes to mist and dust. scattered to the wind. The other skeleton's like, and trying to still attack.
Right.
Nathan, you're up.
All right. Is it? Am I up again?
Because it was his turn.
No.
No. I skipped around. So the skeleton will attack before you.
Yeah.
Before my turn ends, am I within 5 feet of that other scout?
Yeah. I mean, like, y'all are tight clumped here. So with that, that's a 12 to hit.
Nope.
As the skeleton is just frantic, going, trying to get you. No shot.
Sick.
You're up.
No shot. Cool. We're gonna carry him. We're gonna try and stab him. That's bad. 11 to hit.
11 to hit. That will not hit.
Cool.
Did you throw the +1 from him?
Oh, and then that would have made it 12.
Still not gonna hit.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
And now it kicks to Nathan.
All right.
Getting all swirled around.
Violent shot. This is not going to be great. Come on, give me a 1, 2, 14.
That will hit.
Oh,
Nice.
Alright, that's not terrible. 14 damage total.
14 damage total. All right. Let me find my pen. There it is. Still up, still kicking. It's fighting with all it's got. Arvanith, you're up.
I guess I'll swing on it. Do I get a +1 here? Or are we on opposite? Oh, would I need
Plus
to
one.
move?
Yeah, no,
okay.
+1's fine.
Use that rhyme of lore because that was not
Yeah.
good. That also
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
good. 9
9.
to hit.
9 to hit? Oh, that'll
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm.
That gives this skeleton another chance to try to go for somebody. And let's see who he goes for out of the two of you.
He's going to Rocky us all.
He's going for
He's not gonna
he's
get it.
going for Arvanith here.
Fantastic.
He's going to take your head off. Well, with a 19 on the dice roll, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that is 7 slashing damage as he goes, and he just catches across
Goodness.
like the shoulders, not quite where the neck is, but a deadly blow. And you are not looking the best at the moment. I would assume, right? You staggered pretty hard by that.
You know, I'm standing here wondering how I ended up being the tank. That's what I'm wondering.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's going to do it.
But with that, Elamir, you're up.
Cool. We're gonna hit him again. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
With a 4 damage.
And with 4 damage, you see it hit him, and he falters. And then keeps fighting on.
Does it feel like the more damage that we do to him before he crumples and tries to reform, do we feel like that matters?
Essentially, from all of your observations on this, everybody just roll an intelligence check. Let's see if you can kind of pick up what's
1.
happening.
I rolled a 1.
Gross. I rolled so bad.
I have negative intelligence, but I got a 16.
16. In the height of combat here, you guys are not really
No
sure
sense.
exactly what is equating to why they're able to reform so well. You're locked in. You've been dodging, you've been weaving, you got bloodshed. You know that the more you do after that a killing blow, the harder it is for them to reincorporate themselves.
Okay.
So, all right. With that,
Hit him harder!
Nathan, you're up.
I was about to say, like I rolled a 1, so I'm just like, shoot harder.
Shoot harder.
All right, mighty shot. All right, that was a 19 on the first die, minus 8, so that brings it down to 11. But also I've got a +8 to hit, so 19 to hit.
Okay.
Nice.
All the highs and lows there. You hit.
It's like a roller coaster every time I roll. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, this might get him. That is 15 plus. That's 19 damage on him.
19. I think you might. Yeah. And with that, The skull just shatters from the impact, have no chance of reforming, falls silent and still. The landscape itself still very tense with the air of the shadow and the environment that you are, but we're out of combat.
I shot 6 arrows. Can I recover 3 of them quickly?
Oh, for sure.
In this tiny room.
Oh,
or more than that?
within 6 seconds, easily being able to gather that much.
Okay.
I'd probably say
3 of them
roll.
probably snapped off
Just
the
roll a
wall.
d6 to see how well the others fared, because it's very common for them to.
6.
No problem at all.
Nice.
Your hits were strong enough on each of their forms to slow the trajectory. That none of these arrows broke.
All right.
So
That's good, because I'm
Sick.
like, "Ugh, I'm using a lot of arrows.
Don't worry, I never use ammo
Yeah.
because I'm a tank. I got plenty
Alright,
for
man,
you.
it's looking
So-
kind of rough. I think I might use my Leechcraft to give him some HP back.
okay.
How much can you give him back?
Depends on how much I roll on this medicine check.
Yeah, but you know the odds they're laughable. So.
Wait, can you use your luck points on his?
Oh, 18 plus
I don't think
6.
I want to.
So,
Really?
Yeah. Plus 6 for
No
medicine.
shot.
So anything above 10, what is that? So that's 24, so you get 14 HP back.
That's
14 hit
All
points.
right, this.
All right.
I'm glad we didn't leave you behind now.
Good.
We're near to the top. Come on.
And where you guys are currently, you are just 2 more floors from the top. The second floor being even taller and narrower than what is the top landing.
You think we
Who's
just
leading
skip
the
a fight
way?
by just running up the stairs before we even start?
And the one thing about this is part of this tower is like cracked and full off, like fully fallen and sheared off. You can fall out of this tower. Like there's a certain aspect that you're untrusting the stonework to hold you as you climb higher and higher. There's a little sense of dread. I don't know if anybody has any fears of heights, but this would definitely trigger it.
Should we try to skip a floor and rope up above
She's
it?
just standing there like, join me, and where are you going?
My speech.
Sick.
Maybe we should just try to run. I mean,
Well, she was between you and the next stairs.
There's 3 of us.
stuns all 3 of us. Actually, yeah, that's a problem. What if she stuns all 3 of us after we try to run through the roof?
Oh no.
Well, we can still
Bad
move away
vibes.
from it. Well, this time, yeah. Fear just
Yeah.
keep going.
Let's just push on. I think we got this.
Yeah. I'll go first since Orvanith is
Can
not
you
looking great.
hold shields?
We would
Uh,
wait
I
until
can.
whatever poison.
Do you have one?
I
That's a good
Don't.
point. You can
Here,
mention
take
that.
because
mine.
of unarmored defense, I don't know if that will mess with my
We have to
AC.
wait.
Wait, you have unarmored defense?
Yeah,
What's... So you don't have any armor on at all?
correct.
Oh, okay. Is it your wisdom and dex?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
give you
it
highest
is.
AC as possible.
Yeah, it's my wisdom and my dex. So I'm at 16.
Does a shield mess with a barbarian's armor defense in the base game? I don't think a shield messes with it.
No, you can have a shield and a sword and use.
Use unarmored defense. So would a shield mess with his unarmored defense?
As long as you have proficiency with the shield, then you should be fine. Which I believe is under medium armor.
I have light armor proficiency.
Then I don't think you're proficient with the shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to wait a second, by the way, guys. Because I'm still poisoned. Can't just run up there.
Oh,
True.
Does his poison wear off? Or
From what y'all were gathered last time, that you were poisoned before, right?
It was-
No, it was you. It was you.
Yeah.
So Elmamir was poisoned before. It took probably anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes for it to wear off.
do you think she'll be back in 10 minutes?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have to go make a bowel movement. I'll be back.
Don't think she was last time. So
We'll chance it and take
Yeah.
the 10 minutes.
All right.
yeah, during
So-
that time, can I look around the room, see if there's anything?
Yeah,
of
go
note?
for it. Go
Yeah,
for
I'd
it. Make
like
an
to do that as well.
investigation roll. We'll take a look around the room.
No.
Is there a functioning toilet on this floor?
You are feeling very ill.
Just kind of stand there and let you
But
grab
half
my
the-
arm
half the
and
tower's
you
off.
you lean over the edge of the tower.
That's what I do. I just do it right off the tower.
Can I use perception instead of investigation to look around?
It
Or is it more like a
uncovers
lookout?
different things.
Okay.
So you're welcome to do perception instead of
I'm
investigation.
just gonna do perception so I can look out in case she comes back again.
Yeah.
So I can get any inclination
Or
that
natural.
we need her.
Natural one.
You're not finding
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, there's some bones.
8.
Man, this combat rattled you more than you really thought, and there's a sense of all of the stress of this kind of getting to you, and you're like,
You're
not
super
really picking up
distracted
anything.
because I'm in the corner like, oh god. Oh, my stomach.
Smell.
So-
They have fantastic smell abilities.
It takes almost the better half of that 10 minutes fully for that feeling and what was gripping your constitution to fade, and you are no longer poisoned. You're feeling much better now.
Never mention this to anyone, ever.
Never planned on it. Let's go.
All right, I'll lead the way.
All right. So with Elmamere leading the way and heading up the spiral staircase here,
Checking for traps.
make a perception check.
I'm really good at those. It's so hard to read. 19.
So 19. You push past this staircase, heading up to what is the room that lies between you and the top of the tower. Doing so effortlessly, feeling fine, looking for traps, looking for any pieces and any parts that might be, damaging or dangerous. And you push into this next room. The next room is even more destroyed than what the lower levels were. The top of the tower seeming to be the least together out of all, as what seems like more than half, it's probably 2/3 of this thing is crumbled away on the outside. And the stairs themselves, the spiral, stone-like stairs that are carved and going up, seem very treacherous.
So you would say it looks like if there was an event, it happened, like it gets more destructive the higher you go up, so it would have kind of alluded to it happening on the highest floor.
Possibly so. You're not sure what quite caused such destruction, but it was very powerful, whatever it was. And whereas the base is held together over all this time, the top is every bit of almost eroding and crumbling away. What lies before you in the top of the tower as you come into this room, there are what would have been very finely made red carpet that's on this floor. It looks to be, if not like a private chambers or something of like maybe the lord and ladies area that they lived in primarily. What should have been large windows that overlook the glorious landscape, you only see surrounded in fog and mist, heavily obscured and crumbled and ruined or missing altogether. This room itself, bare of much furniture or decor, just ruins, and this lone staircase that reaches up to the top floor. It's probably about 30 feet that you have to get up this staircase.
Here we go.
Yeah. Just gonna keep going, continuing to look for traps. I don't know that there's any reason we need to look around in this room necessarily.
Is there any way up besides these stairs? Are there like piles of rubble that might go up?
No, not easily. It could be climbed. Like part of one of the supporting walls for that roof-like structure is like corroded down. Like, you could climb up it. Would it be easy? No. But is it possible? Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I point that out to those two in case the stairs should crumble. That might be our only way up.
Should we like tie a rope?
We have no rope. We established last time that none of us should have had any rope in the first place.
Okay, so should we try to figure out like an actual escape route before we go up, like all the way?
Yeah. I mean, we could look around the room, see if there's anything that we could use as
So like
rope.
is there, well, each one of these staircases is like 30 feet tall, right? These winding staircases.
This winding central, like, it's not central, it's kind of in the back corner of the most, it's the most put together corner of the tower.
Are there any
Because it's the most supported by all the stonework, but it's a stone spiral staircase that's open faced. So you have like the stone work going around a central column.
Are there any like was a castle? So, are there any like bellhop places in the wall where maybe people were sending like food or something, or like is there anything like that anywhere?
Not in anything in within this room.
Okay, we're in the chamber still. The room with the chamber. There's no access to it for like bellhop or anything like that. Because there'd probably be a rope in there.
Assuming we did have a rope, is there anything we could tie it to get from here back down to a safer level? Like, is there a hole in the roof/floor here that maybe
There
we
is
could...
no hole in this top except for what is the entrance from the staircase and the gaping side of wall that's missing.
Cool, no backup plan. Let's get it.
We're just gonna have to do our best, guys. And our best
Trust
has not
in-
been very good so far.
Trust and friendship. We can do this.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to try to investigate the room for materials?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
investigate the room for materials.
17.
17?
10.
16.
16. Both of you look at this room. There's not much here. But what you remember, the rug-like carpet could be stripped into weavable strands that would be strong enough. I mean, it's a good 20 foot by 20 foot chamber up here at this level. So it could be made into, a decent sized strands.
And we are here, right? We haven't made it all the way to the top.
Right, you are on this level here. 20 by 20.
Yeah, I'll immediately
I
take
give
out
it a
my
tug.
dagger and start.
I give it a
cutting
tug
strips.
first, because if it just disintegrates in my hand, then...
This thing is rather thick and very nicely made and rather large. You just have to strip it down and try to tie it together. I mean, it'll take some work, but it's possible.
I'm cutting strips down it. I'm assuming it's not attached to the floor. It's rug, right?
Right.
So I'm just cutting strips that are a good width, a good human elf weight bearing width for two people at the same time, not
So,
just one.
with this, I would say
I am proficient in leather crafting, if that helps. with
use
this.
that on a roll
Okay.
because that's going to be very, very helpful.
Can I help him?
Yes, you can help him.
Sick.
Gonna need it. We're gonna need it. What is that? That would be if I'm proficient in the tool set. That
Look
would
at
be,
any other skill you're proficient in. I believe it goes off of Dex or Wisdom for leatherworking.
Do you want to give? Was there a rhyme of lore for this as well, or no?
Sure. Yeah.
Where did it go? Because we might need it. Okay, that's a little bit better. So 15.
15.
Yeah.
You take to it right away, and you guys are stripping this thing down and pulling it together. And with your leatherworking knowledge of being able to bind things together, you're able to kind of cut a hole deep enough into the bottom swatch to be able to feed the next piece through and back into itself to lock them. And all in all, with this, feeling very confident about the length, you've got about an 80-foot long where you've taken multiple pieces and put them together in multiple strands, and you feel pretty confident. It's rather large in nature. It's not like a rope, I finally made this thing down into something small. It's rather large.
It's your hold.
There's weight to it. So not very easy to move, not very easy to hang from, easily and carry with you, but as a lifeline, maybe?
She'll hold.
Would
Yeah.
you say it's less than 20 pounds?
It's probably right at that.
Sick. That puts me right at my max carrying capacity.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he said it wouldn't be easy to roll up and manipulate.
Right.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, like if you're just calling it behind you,
It's more like a fire hose, like a rolled up.
almost like it's a
Honestly.
fire hose. Yeah. Yeah.
So
honestly.
is there a destroyed section of wall that we can like throw it out?
Yeah, totally. I mean, this whole side of the castle's gone.
These are actually trees, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think the best call is to try to just throw it out this destroyed section of the wall if we got to get down quickly.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think, we just throw it down and then attach it to something stone and solid.
Yeah.
tie
I
it
mean, the
around something.
best thing to attach it to is the actual column for the stairs.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Sick.
That's what we do.
So
And
this
I
is
help him
just
in
going
the-
from this room here, tied to the base, out the side this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the secure method would be like the strip, bottom of the strip would be a knot, and like
Yep.
you said, cut up here so the knot keeps it from splitting. I would
Yep.
show them that, make it so we don't have to use this.
Sick.
All right. So you lead the way. You're
Yeah.
looking out for traps. Roll
Yes.
another perception check.
I will help you, I guess.
Well, I mean, I rolled a 19 on the first one, so that's a 10. So 19 plus 27.
Feeling confident about it as you guys push forward and head up the staircase. You're probably about 20 feet into the staircase when you see one of them is very, very crumbled and disused. That had you not rolled so high, you might have stepped on this and fallen straight through and off of this staircase. However, you spot it out. You relay the information to them, like, avoid this step. And then you move up another 5 and this one. as you clearly communicate that, and you guys push to the upper level.
Yeah.
As you guys step through and outside of this staircase and up onto the upper level, there is a stone-like throne that sits directly across from the opening of this staircase. And sitting on it is a very decayed skeleton, crumbled in the throne with a crown and a green encrusted gem that is glowing with this blue light that spreads out. The second you step out there, that light kind of hits you, and you're kind of like, oh man. Everyone takes a shadow point from just being in this area. And everyone make a perception check.
28.
24.
13.
13. There is only about 10, 15 feet, maybe tops, that separates you from the throne. And there is no ceiling, there is no roof above you. But something piques y'all's senses up above. And as you peek up, you see this unholy ascended form of Lady Elwyn that is arms stretched out wide, eyes flaring with this like yellowish reddish energy as she goes, I told you to leave, and she is like wailing.
Can I give rhymes of lore to everybody at this point, or if I have to pick
one.
Arvanith.
And with that, you guys are not surprised. This is a initiative. So everybody roll
Let's
initiative.
go.
I'm just mad she can say other words, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to talk. She
Yeah.
didn't want to communicate.
Okay, thank God. I think this is the first good initiative I've had in like 2
Less
sessions.
bad than last time, but still not great.
Alright.
So, I'm a little skimpy on notes over here about the crown. Were we told to bring it back, or are we told to get rid of the curse?
Taking from what I remember and understood, taking the gem would break the curse, and we were told to bring the gem back to Vieco because we failed part of our council thing. So we succeeded with a woe, and our woe was they get to keep the gem.
And you're hoping that works.
Is that what the woe was? I thought the woe was that they just wouldn't let us go until we went and stopped the curse.
They already
That was our
weren't gonna let us
condition in the first place. Was
Okay.
Yeah, the
But-
woe was that they had to give the gem over to Vieco.
I just wanted to know if I did something stupid.
All right, 25 to 20.
20. What'd you get?
15. That's good. You need to go before me.
And what'd you roll?
11.
Can we get some more foreboding battle music?
Sure. Let's try this one.
I'm not in peril enough.
Yeah. My soul doesn't feel crushed enough by this music.
Yeah, I got 10 shadow points. I need some depressing music.
What's your wisdom score? Is it your wisdom that
16. Wisdom 17.
what happens when
Well, it doesn't matter because it'll be a scar.
He basically has like a manic episode, and then he has.
I thought that was only whenever you
star
got
points.
up to your 17.
Oh, I thought that was what you were asking.
No, oh yeah, no.
I might just take the mood break rather than turn it into a scar if we're in a good place. Maybe I'll have you guys give me a shadow point on purpose while we're somewhere safe.
Whatever your character would do. Maybe your character's mad that you've just been the punching bag of every fight.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, if it'll load. All right, so with that, we have y'all's initiatives there. You said, what was yours again?
11.
11. All right.
How many funerals do I have to go to get a shadow point? Remind me to get back to Bree.
She rolled awful.
Nice.
See a dog got hit by a wagon in the street.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly.
Just to remind you that, you know, we killed a guy who was defenseless in cold blood
All right.
for, I mean, with some reason, but, you know.
Yeah. With that, Nathan, you're up first.
All right.
Shoot him.
Yeah, that's the best play here, right? Bonus action, mighty shot. Nat 20!
Let's go!
Let's go. Way to kick it off.
So this arrow is going like right into her
Don't roll.
like wraith mouth as she's
One is-
screaming.
Yeah,
One
one
of
of
the
the dice
dice
is
is
max.
automatically
Don't roll.
max.
Okay, okay. So I'll roll 5d8 and I'll leave that one unmaxed. All right, that's 8 plus 8, 16
Nice.
plus 7. So that's 23
Plus 8.
plus 8, 31, 35 damage.
35.
Nice.
And it's still not as effective what it should be. However, the impact is so brutal.
That's good
Um,
damage.
Right.
Should have readied the action before she screamed. Maybe that would have offset.
So that would be 17.
That's the
At this
good
point,
Yeah.
if you change anything on the timeline, you probably wouldn't have critted. So
Yeah, there's already too many divergent timelines. Just don't.
All right. So with that, Ethan kicks this off with a quick and powerful shot straight up to her. She seems to not even flinch from the attack as she has lowered herself in that time of initiative between you and the throne. She is what stands before you. She is larger than before, 10 by 10 in size. Just massive, and this haggard appearance. She does not wield a sword. She wields a a halberd that is made out of shadow. As this is ready to sweep across the room, Arvanith, you're up next.
Yeah, I'll poke her. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
All right. So you run up and stab.
No, I'm
Definitely
going.
landed.
I'm standing back.
Or stay back and
Yeah,
shooting.
yeah,
All right. So you knock and loose.
Ooh.
If we're gonna get hit anyway, might as well use our better weapon.
Yeah, 12 damage, and
Alright.
I'm at the staircase. I kind of want to run back down the
I
stairs.
can't run. I got rid of my movement, so I'm stuck here.
I'll peek back behind cover.
If you'd like to go down the staircase to where you can have cover,
Yeah,
you need to move at least 15 feet down that.
that's fine. I'll do that.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right. And this is a one-way staircase, so nobody else can get that cover unless you get further down.
Okay.
All right. So you back down these stairs.
I did my part. I'm just shooting
Yeah.
now.
As you hurry down, just go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw as you're hurrying
Is
down
this
the
a
stairs.
joke? Come on. Natural 20. What do you
Let's
want from
go.
me?
You are fine. You are understanding the
Let's do it.
harrowing nature of this staircase, as you don't need to slip, as you have 30 feet of stairs to fall down and possibly hit a bad stair and kick out. So just keep that in your mind.
26 steps.
I remembered I was the 23rd one. So with that, we now go to Elamir.
Sick.
It's always
Gonna
the one
shoot
that's
her?
a slightly lighter gray color, like in movies, the one that breaks. It's always
Yeah, it's always a different shade.
Yeah. 14 to hit.
14 to hit will not hit this one.
Shoot, dude.
What was
Shoot,
that?
dude.
16.
14.
Seems
And
like
I will
she's easier to
use
hit.
my bonus action to help Neathan,
All right.
and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Now kicks to her turn, as she is taking this shadowed halberd and sweeping across. This is going to be trying to hit both of you. This is a 17 to hit you,
Hits me.
and this is a 14 to hit you. All right. So with that, you just dip out of the way as it streaks across the side, and sir are going to take 9 points of necrotic damage. Or is it sweeps through? You guys hear the stone crack in the impact of what is the structure behind you. And now we kick back to Neathan.
So she is large,
Yes.
and she's got a halberd.
Yeah.
What is her effective swinging range? The
20
entire room.
20, the entire, yeah.
So
entire
what
room.
you're saying is, I can run around her without leaving and getting an attack
Yeah,
of opportunity.
correct.
Oh.
Should I do it, boys?
I mean,
If I do something gnarly.
I gave you advantage on whatever you want to do anyway, so I say go for it.
And your ability made it where you couldn't move on your past turn, not this turn,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
How far can I get with 30 feet? Can I get to the throne?
Every bit of it, yeah.
With 30 feet,
Get it.
I move and I get to the throne.
As
Can I object interact?
that's what you want to do, right?
Object interaction.
As you run around her, you're getting towards the edge of the tower. On both sides, it's a sheer drop. As you get to the, it doesn't matter if you picked left or right here.
I would
They're
have gone.
both treacherous. But as you get to that point, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity save.
Yes, as the floor itself is crumbling at your feet.
Can I use his help action?
He's not within 5 feet of you anymore.
Changes things a little bit. All right.
37.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
Nat 20.
No problem. Light on your feet as ever. Your elven form dashing across this room and seemingly over the air itself as the part of the stone crumbles under your feet. It's as if you never touched it in the first place. You skip straight over and make it around to the crown.
Can I grab with an object interaction?
With an object interaction, yes, you can. So you
Alright.
go and grab.
I've got the crown. Is it stuck?
It's held fast.
All right. Yeah, that's that really puts a dent into what I wanted to do. All right. Did you give me?
Because that's your movement and
yeah.
your
Did you
object
give me
interaction.
did you give me a rhyme? Or
No, I haven't.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna pull out my sword and shield.
Okay. So you try it real quick. It doesn't seem to be able to easily break free. And you go ahead and switch
Yeah.
and
bonus
throw
action.
to sword and shield.
Bonus action, right? I'm gonna try to hack the entire head off.
All right. So try to take the whole head off of the skeleton. All right. Go for roll attack.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
3 in a row? Impressive.
It's either 3s or 20s, so I'm getting
All right.
one.
So with that, you crit. Go ahead and roll your damage for this.
All right, that's it is a magical sword if it matters at all, but that's 2d6.
One of them
6?
is maxed.
Yeah, one's
Oh,
One's
that's
auto maxed.
that's
Yeah.
12 plus 4, 16.
It's 416. Yep. And so with that, you see that you've made a heck of a size gash in this what is the skeleton like neck that's holding this thing on, and the head's still attached. It doesn't completely shear through, but it looks like you, with little to no effort next time, you could pick the whole head off of this thing.
All right, that's my turn. I've done everything.
All right. And we come to Arvana.
I'll
You were-
scurry.
Down, and you didn't see any of this.
I'll scurry back up the stairs and shoot.
As you scurry up the stairs and you see Elmamir ahead of you, Neithan's nowhere in sight.
That's fine. I'm shooting.
Is the form is this? Can he not see through the
The
wraith?
shadow that she is composed of this, you're not able to see through.
I'm not holding my sword, or that would have been a crit. 26 to hit.
All right. That'll definitely hit.
Okay. I've been waiting for that 19, and I'm using the wrong weapon. So 13.
13.
Piercing damage.
All
And
right.
then I will scurry back down the stairs.
All right.
I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm going back downstairs.
It doesn't look like a place I want to be.
Yeah.
All right. So, with that, let me kick over to this one. I know this one. Yeah.
I'm worried.
You know, the whole show me your
I'm
friends and I'll show you where you are in 5 years. I'm staying away from y'all. Dead.
All right. So that was Arvana. Now we go to Elmamir.
Alright. Can I see what Neithan just did?
No.
Cool. We'll shoot Lady Elwyn then. I miss. That was a 2, so 6 total to hit.
It like splits off the bone, falls, and clatters. The arrow clattering to the ground in front of you. Like, ah, ah.
Can I move to a position where I can see Neithan?
Yeah. So as you head towards the side of the tower, you can be able to see around her and see Neithan there with the head barely attached to the body as he's hacked into it.
Sick. I'm going to use my bonus action to give Neithan a rhyme of lore, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. We now come to her turn. As she is going to look towards Elmamir here and see you close to the edge, she's going to reach over with you with this large hand. It's probably like a good foot across this hand. As she reaches for you, she's going to try and grab you.
you get to roll athletics
Finger
or
toes.
acrobatics. against
Yeah,
that.
you can go acrobatics or
Natural 20.
Yes! As she sweeps towards you to try and grab you, you just dip out of the way and bat through this spectral hand, and it pulls away, and she grimaces and then tightens it onto the halberd and goes to ready an attack against you. She's not going to be able to attack this turn. And we kick back to Nathan.
All right, so easy peasy, right? I reach with my shielded hand, I guess. I'm just like it's like putting my hand right there. Grab the skull. Does it come loose?
Yes.
Any discernible change whenever I do that?
None.
Crown's still stuck fast.
Yeah.
The crown is stuck fast to the head itself.
You better carry the rock. You better get out of there.
Elamir! Avonith! Get out of here! And I start running towards the edge.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
I want to try to make an acrobatics check to fall and grab the makeshift rope and slide down the edge of the tower.
You're
All
gonna
right.
die.
So
Can I see this?
you know there is a 30-foot drop between this floor and where the rope is hanging off the edge of the bottom floor.
Mm-hmm.
You have 30 feet to drop and then be able to grab the rope with that accelerated speed. It is not an easy task. As an elf, it might be possible.
That's what I do.
Am I gonna be able to see him fall if it's on the open side?
I say, what's your passive perception on that?
13?
13?
Yeah. I mean, he just yelled, "Get out of here," and I'm like, what?
I'll say yes, you'll be able to see him as he runs towards the edge. He yells at you guys to get out of here. And he like slides towards the side and like holds one hand with the sword like scraping against the ground as it like picks him back towards the tower rather than off and away from the tower. For this, I need you to roll an acrobatics or athletics.
Magical success.
Which one?
Yes.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. And you're able to use one of your elven magical successes to and slide off the edge with the sword digging in and cutting you back towards the edge. With that, no problem. Your trajectory is on point. You see him pass by.
Guys, hello?
I assume they see the glowing skull in my hand as I'm falling.
The blue light is following him.
Cool. I mean, I'm still in the room
Yep,
with Lady
and
Ellen
so-
at this point.
With that,
Poor guy.
we're going to be cutting to you. You've successfully jumped. You're on the right trajectory. Now it's all about getting that stop on the rope itself. But we'll jump back to that on this next one. For this, now we come to Argana. You see him yeet past.
Seeing what just happened, I guess I'll, how far would I have to go up to where I could see Elmer? Like, if I
Back up 15 feet.
have to go all the way up the staircase to see him?
Yeah,
Oh, because he's, like, in the room.
because you're coming around too.
I guess I'll yell and go, "I guess we're leaving!" And I'll turn around and start hiking back down to the rope.
All right, so you come up 15, come back down 20.
No, I wouldn't go up. Hearing
Oh.
him have said,
Okay.
"Get out of here," then seeing him, I'll just yell, like, "I guess we're getting out of here," and I'm taking off back down.
Okay. All right. With that, we now kick to Elmamir.
Cool.
Do you want to dash?
Yeah, I'll dash.
All
Well,
right.
no, this turn actually I won't.
Okay.
I'm not going to dash. I just
All
want to go 35 feet.
All right, going your 35 feet down. Say you remember which ones to look out for the stairs that are treacherous.
Nice try.
You're ready for it. You skip right over them and keep going down.
I'm going to disengage and head down.
All right, you disappear within the cover there. There is a screech from Lady Elwyn, just in anger. No!
Oh, yes.
And we kick to her turn. She's going to fly off the tower and she is flying down towards you. You're falling at a faster rate than she's flying. And now we kick to your turn. For this, right off the get, you are streaking now and you're passing the floor level. And you are now have what is a 60... I was told y'all were able to get about 80 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About 20 feet's connected. Yeah, about a 60-foot piece of rope that is rather large hanging off this side. Go ahead and make a check to try to grab this. Sleight of hand, acrobatics, or athletics.
Use an acrobatics check.
You are in perfect position for this. It's just a matter of being able to grab it and slow yourself.
Did you use that rhyme of lore?
I have not. No, I used a magical success last time.
Sick.
I'm going to use
But you have perfect
Rhyme of
trajectory,
lore.
so it changes the DC too.
acrobatics. Not even taking any chances. 13, 19.
19. You grab, and your other arm is very occupied. You had in the time that you've fallen, you've since sheathed your sword, and you have one hand clutching this skull, and the other you grab with the other hand, and you're even able to position your feet to catch the base of this rope at the same time, and are slowing your stealth. And you probably drag down another 20 feet down this rope before you come to a rest. And you are on this rope, pretty well secured. You can choose to drop further. There's still 40 feet of rope below you. Or you can stay where you're at, 20 feet down. So, within that position here, this was yours?
Yeah.
You would be, from here, probably close to what is this level.
And I can look up and see, oh, not good. As she's flying towards me.
You're down and you're further down. Yeah, she is off the side and flying down towards you.
How many feet do I have to hit the ground?
From there, you probably got another 60-ish feet.
And there are trees.
So there are trees towards the base. And the trees probably make up the lower 30 feet.
Sick. So you feasibly have a way to the ground.
How much
without
further-
dropping Too far.
I guess, is there any way to
There's some
drop to the-
overlap between your rope, about 10 feet, and the tallest tree. They're not like the rope's
Okay.
hanging right over the tree, but there's an overlap in elevations.
I'm going to continue to slide down the rope then.
All right, you can slide your whole movement speed down further.
Can I dash?
There's only so much rope. You have by the time you get to the end of your movement speed,
I'm in the tree.
you're at the bottom of the rope, the last 5 feet of it. The tree is not right there at it, so I would say it would take probably the action of like jumping to get to the tree, off the tower, like from the rope, like kick off the tower, and jump towards this tree.
And she is very much occupied. on me.
Or you could try to go into the tower on one of the busted faces and like walk. You could grab the rope, walk it around the tower to an open face.
I'm trying to give them as much time as possible. She's very occupied on me, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get down. I'm trying to run as far away from this tower as I can. So I'm going to try to get down to the base through the tree.
Okay.
However way that
It's
I can do
harder via tree, but totally possible.
that. Okay. Tell me what I would need to roll for that before I...
I'm going to say athletics to kick out far enough. This is merely as hard and as much strength as you can give to get to the tree.
Okay. I'm not good at athletics. I'll just ascend as far as I can down safely without using that action then. I will use my action instead to try to dodge the best that I can.
So right now you're at the base of this large, thick rope that y'all have crafted. You're at the last 5 feet.
Okay.
You can try to jump to get to the tree, which would be a harder DC using athletics, or you can use acrobatics or athletics to try and get into the tower and keep going down.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. But it's an action to do either of those things.
Correct.
Okay.
Because there's no movement to go except for let go.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do that.
All right.
Would I be able to get down to this level, or just have to be stuck there?
So you are already like here already.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to use acrobatics. I'm going to run around and get back into the tower.
And find a broken face to jump into. Go ahead and roll an, acrobatics or athletics. Because you've got the rope, and you're like wall running.
I got one more magical success. I'm just debating on what.
This is not as hard as the jumping to the tree.
All right. Natural 20.
Let's go.
Natural 20.
With all of the legendary lore of an elf, you so quickly slide to the bottom of this and use your momentum to like skip around the tower before you swing in, and like the rope crest inside, and you hop off and you dash to the stairway and start going down. You are already on to the base of this tower.
You're like the NFL player undercover in D1 college tryouts.
Just the football in hand, glowing blue, running. No problem. She is flying down, tearing after you as best she can.
You know you could break a ghost ankle stain.
Arvanith, you are up. You are currently midway in the lower half of the stairway, and she is right about here. I guess I can. Still? Yeah, you can still see her. I will give.
By the Valor, I hope they saw that. I'm just.
I don't have. We'll give.
No one's ever going to believe me.
This is large and black. So she is about there, falling.
I'm going to continue running to the edge and look down. She's below me now, or is she above me?
You can see her right here.
Right, but I want to go to the edge where I can see possibly where he went as well.
You finish getting to the bottom of the stairs, and you run up to the side here. You are now within 10 feet of her.
Okay.
And you can see just over the side, you just see...
The rope gone around? Or like the where it's tied off?
The rope, I would say that it's swaying now. Like it is now... like moving. Okay, there's so nothing on the rope.
We have no clue what happened to him at all then?
No, your visual context, he was gone in the 6 seconds.
Alright, well then I'll just shoot at her.
Alright.
22. Yeah. Hits.
22 hits, yeah.
10 damage, and then whatever movement I have left, I'll start descending the rope.
Going down the rope rather than the...
Well, we can just go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll just, after I shoot,
inside
I'll
the
head
tower.
back down the stairs.
Okay. Alright, so you tuck back towards the stairs. You don't have much movement left to get there, so you're just like tucked back over close to the stairs now.
Try to get cover if possible, just in case it turns around.
Now, it's your turn.
Same thing. I'm gonna run down the stairs and use my action to shoot Lady Ellen if I can get
Go
visual.
for it. Yeah.
It's not great. 15 to hit.
15 to hit. That will not hit. No, that will not hit.
All right. That is my turn.
All right. You're able to get further than him because you didn't run up to the side of the tower. You just head straight further down, and you're able to continue just a touch further down the stairs than him. And now Lady Elwyn, having both shots fire over, one of them land. She has a pure focus of hatred. She's moving. She uses all of her movement, flying / falling through here. She can't fall as much because of her flying ability. She can't just like turn it off and just take, fall super fast. So she's flying as fast as she can down. She has no visual except for the blue light that is emanating from the bottom of the tower, and she is headed towards the light with everything she's got. Now we kick back to Nathan.
All right. Can I see the entrance of the tower now?
You can make it to the bottom and get into the accursed halls if you'd like.
What kind of action would I need to do to just put the skull in my bag and see if that dampens the light at all?
I would say it's just an object interaction.
All right. Well, so I throw my pack open, stuff it in there. Does the light disseminate at all?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to use all of my movement and I'm going to go out of the tower.
Yep.
Can I get there?
You head out of the tower, and you are now within the accursed halls.
Is there anywhere to hide?
Ish, you guys do remember you found that one small crook in the corner of the accursed halls that a hobbit or dwarf could potentially fit into. If you crawled, you could try to hide in there.
Okay. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna run and slide in there, and I'm gonna use my action to hide,
All right.
and I'm gonna use a magical success.
All right. So with that, you, as best you can, hiding in there, and you are crammed getting in. But because of your magical success, you slip into what is a small chamber.
And the way that I'm flavoring this is, for the magical success, I'm saying Elvish prayers of protection very quietly.
All right. And you slip into this small chamber, which you guys had found very, with a high DC before, within the cursed halls. Inside looks to be like a small treasure hoard. As you are holding as quietly as you can, clutching this here, we kick to our Vanith.
You just praying, you come in, no shot, and right back to praying. So I'm running down the stairs. I guess I would just run down and try to find another angle to shoot as I continue to go down.
All right. So as you're moving, you get through all 35 feet. I would say that it's very tough for you guys to try to let one person by the other, but make an acrobatics check to try to make it past.
It's good.
What's the roll?
It's 20 acrobatics. It's 20-something. 23.
On your left, sliding off the side and clutching onto the other and just swinging past him and just you push down every bit of your movement. You don't have any visual on her to take a shot. You dash, pushing further. Now you can see her as you're passing through what is the lower floor here.
Great.
And you're she is set on towards the base. And now we kick over to Elmavir.
I'm gonna run as far as I can, dash, get all
You
the way
are
down
touched right up behind. You can try to jump past him if you'd like, or let him keep going in front.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like I'm in better condition than he is, so if I can be in front, I'm gonna try to do that.
All right, make another acrobatics.
It's not great. 10.
10. It's a little difficult. Honestly, it slows your movement a bit trying to get around. He's running, you're running, and you're like, oh, whatever. And you kick behind him. It's only about a 5-foot difference, but you still behind him instead.
Can't be one all your life, son.
And you guys are rushing with everything you can. Now it kicks to Lady Elwyn as she immediately flies down into the accursed halls and moves into place. And as she rounds out and into the halls and into the flat portion of the halls, there isn't a searching at all. There is an immediate fixation on your location.
Does the fact that it's a magical success not matter? It does say it's magical.
From this, you have this chill rise up your spine, and you can just make out through this corridor where she is, and you see her face lower and lock in on you, and it's as if she was already looking through the walls when she was coming down, seemingly true sight, having no issue whatsoever. And as you kind of think about it, in the times where y'all were trying to skirt around her in the village, she was seemingly looking through the walls. No matter where you went or hid or hide, she was always just operating wherever you guys were. And that was seems like you cannot hide
That
from her.
explains why the stealth checks didn't matter.
Well, I mean, I never tried to use a magical success on it though. And
True.
I thought that might work.
True. If it was possible, there's something that I would say, even in the magical side, that this does break all logic, the magic from it, and shrouding. I would say it's very difficult to discern here. I will say that you were shrouded. Yeah. And she, when she gets down here, instead of being locked in on you, there's this magical protection that is over you. And there seems to be something that floats in the air. This piece around you that seems to combat the shadow in this space as she frantically wails and starts to search.
I thought I was about to be butchered in a small little corner.
And but we kick to your turn. You're not sure how long you'll be safe here.
Do I hear... All I can hear is her wailing at this point, right?
Right.
Probably.
Yep.
All right. Would there be a way to try to get out of here?
Looking at this, there's one way in, one way out.
But she's left, and now she's frantically searching, right?
She's in the hall itself.
Okay.
And that hall, to remind you, was like 60 to 80 feet wide and like 120 feet long, like very large.
So have to be careful. We don't want to reset her leash range because then she'll have full health again.
All right. At this point, and I could feel that darkness just pushing against these.
Yes.
This protection. Like
Yeah.
I know
It is heavily combating. Yeah. There is a tension in the air that there's no way you should be shrouded. It's almost kind of in essence like when in the trilogy when like Frodo is just hiding from the wraiths and the ring wraiths. Like you just feel that. There's everything like crawls around you out of the soil kind of thing.
All right. Well, this is what I'm going to try to do. Before this little protective aura runs out, I'm going to crawl out. And I'm going to try to I'm going to use as much movement as I have to. If I got to stand up, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But am I still considered hidden whenever I do so?
At the moment, she doesn't see you at all. She doesn't turn back to you. And as you're able to worm your way back out of here and stand up, you have about 10 feet of movement left from just that prospect. But
All
you
right.
are within the cursed hall. You're in the far left corner of it. She is probably 30 feet away, facing away from you.
Okay. At that point, I slip out. Does she look haggard at all from the attacks that have been
She
happening?
does. She does look like she's taken hits, and she's desperate.
I stand up. I pray one of us finds peace, I say in Sindar, and I'm going to take a mighty shot. And do I get advantage since I'm hidden?
Yeah?
All right. 19. 19 minus, that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah. And so as you whisper in Sindarin that one of you finds peace, you pull back the shot and loose.
All right, that is that's not a very mighty shot. Is that a 7? That's a 1. No, I thought it was a 7. 7, 11 damage.
11. As this arrow hits and pierces in her back, her shoulder blades fire backwards. And this wail erupts. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Okay.
Gross.
Do I still get to use my last 10 feet of movement? Because I was going to run further back towards the
I
tower.
had a 16. Should
Okay,
we
then I use the
around
last
for
10
it?
feet to run back towards the tower. I take the shot.
Might succeed with 16.
16.
16?
9.
9. All right. So with this, both of you succeed. You fail. You take 4 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
And you are deafened for 1 minute.
Gross.
It'd be really bad if you could cast spells in the game at all.
Well, I mean, you don't have to hear to be able to cast.
I always thought it was if you were deafened, you couldn't cast stuff.
I think that's silence.
Silenced, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can't speak.
Yeah. So, with that, Arvanith, you're up.
Just gonna run and try to get in sight line so I can shoot.
You come down into the Cursed Hall. You are about 10 feet into the hall. He's about 20 feet away from you. Actually, it would probably be like 30 or so.
So it's him and then her further past.
She's like 30 feet.
So, let me crack this out. It'll help give you guys a distance of scale. So,
That's
as
Arvanith and Elmir, and that's me.
Elmamir, these are 5 foot, so 10, 20, 30. As you come out here, 35 from Elmamir, you are probably about here, which would be 10, 45, and she is about there.
Cool. I will shoot.
This is where it counts.
So that's 18 hit.
18. All right, that'll hit.
That's pretty good.
Big damage.
16.
16.
Nice.
Very solid. Describe the shot.
Peeking out the hallway. I already have my bow drawn, so I'm running down the stairs. Come out the hallway, see what's going on, and just kind of with the wall, just kind of.
It strikes her as she wheels around from just being struck in the back, and it like hits the shoulder as she turns and spins her even more. She grimaces, and you see like her jaw like come unhinged, and this is just large black gaping smoke and ichor that kind of falls out onto the ground as she
And
hacks.
she's dying. I'm just like, what a second arrow.
And you can see that jaw that was wailing just structure back up and snaps shut as she fixates and grabs her halberd with 2 hands, ready to close the distance. Elmamir
Running in.
is running, closing down this hole, and just stepping out to the side and seeing this scene as she is turned, if you can turn that mini.
Yeah, if
And
I've
she's
got,
ready to come towards you guys with her halberd.
if I've got line of sight, I'm gonna shoot.
You do.
Oh, that's really good. 22 to hit.
22 to hit. This fires forth and shoots center mass.
7 damage.
So,
It's not as effective as what you would hope it to be, but it still damages nonetheless. The arrow hits and should stick and just falls and clatters to the ground. It is now her turn as she is going to.
I'm gonna give Ethan my last rhyme of lore with my bonus action.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need it.
She moves in quick towards you, Nathan, kind of starting to separate you and them. Just getting close to being like between you guys. As she is going to make a quick attack against you in 2 successions from the blade itself and then the hilt.
Oh, a polearm master ghost. I don't like that at all.
The first one is a 16 to hit,
It's
and the second one is a 15 to hit.
15. Just hits. Oh.
yeah, this is the bugbear rune knight.
Dude.
Polearm master.
You're going to take a total of 5 slashing damage on the first one and 5 bludgeoning damage on the second one.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Really bad.
I was waiting for necrotic or psychic or you dead damage something.
And that's her turn. And we kick now back to you, Nathan. She is within 5 feet of you.
Oh, she went within 5 feet of me.
Yeah.
Oh, she's very mad at me.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, it's not even. Wait, you gave me a rhyme of lore?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm standing in the face of this horrific shadow, and I've got nowhere to go. So with my bonus action, I'm gonna negate the disadvantage from the bow,
Okay.
and I'm going to make a mighty shot.
Okay.
18.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna go ahead and use this rhyme of lore because I'll probably be dead next turn anyway.
So you have to roll to minus it.
I rolled that, so that's 21 minus 6. So minus 6, but plus 8.
15.
That's still a 23 to hit.
Yep. That will hit.
All right.
Yeah.
6 plus 7 is 13 plus 5, 18 plus 4, 22 damage.
22. Describe to me how you do this as this shot fires out from your bow.
This music's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so as she's slashed me across the chest and basically just came back and batted me in the head and spun me around, I draw my last arrow, and blood coming out of my mouth from a busted lip, I repeat the same prayer in Sindar, and I hope that one of us finds peace. And I just let it go, almost point blank range.
Firing up. You see this plant within the crooked chin from underneath, striking up into the skull. Should be a death blow here. She rolls a 15. Her save on this is plus 3. So she needs to roll a 12 or higher, and she can hold her form and stay at 1 HP. Otherwise, this is the death blow for her.
Natural.
Natural 20.
No way.
What should have ended her, she steals her spear, and you see like the black like dripping off of her, the shadow, as she just raises further and slowly raising back, ready to strike you down where you stand. We go to Arvana. You can see the escalation and what's at stake here.
Please.
25 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
So that is reduced. So she would need to beat a 12 on the DC. And that was plus 3. So she needs to beat a 9 on the roll, or else she stays at 1 HP.
And she's gonna roll a 3.
That is a 9.
Dang it!
Wait, she had to
Yeah.
beat a 9?
So 9 is what she needed to get or higher. So she got that. And you
Should I
can
make her
see
re-roll?
as it just...
Make her re-roll it. Make her re-roll.
I'm gonna use the foresight of the Dunedain to make her re-roll it.
Alright, here we go. It's all up on this. Oh, it teetered back over! Is that a 1? It's a 1!
No!
It teetered from a 19 back to the 1. And you see, with that shot, and you kind of reach down deep within inside you for something. You're like,
I'm willing it to die.
this isn't how that ends. This is how it ends. And you see that split shot right into the chest. Perfect right into the center mass as the black starts to... And she melts into the ground here. Everything seems to be at rest.
Let's get out of here.
Indeed. Thank you. And we're sprinting down the hallway. But
Alright.
as we're going, I take the head from the bag and I throw it to Arvana. Give me 1 second. And I'm going to reach into this hole that I had hidden in, and I'm gonna just quickly pull out what I can.
Yeah, I was gonna try and.
What's in there, you have to crawl back in.
That's what I'm gonna do then, as fast as I can.
Yeah, I was
Alright.
gonna try and make an effort to get
So-
in there too.
Where are you going?
With this,
Hang on.
I'm gonna keep this music going. As you're
Oh,
quickly trying to figure out, all right, we gotta grab this stuff. Here, take this. You see this black pool trying to reform.
On second thought, never mind. Run.
And
If I would see that reforming, no, run.
it's trying to reform, and you can... Everybody make an intelligence check.
I want to shoot it.
16.
16, 10.
Gosh, math. 11.
11. You're picking up a little bit of this essence, but as you okay, we've got some time, you toss off the skull, and it's as the skull leaves your possession that you feel how much of a shadowed force is surrounding this, and as it lands in his hands and kind of takes it off you, it's at that moment that it streaks through the air that the puddle starts to coagulate and start to form up, and you realize that as long as this curse stands, you're on a timer.
Run. We'll come back. Just run.
Yeah, we're running back to our dwarven
You guys
people.
Trusting the elf.
sprinting towards the other side of the accursed halls. Everybody, go ahead and make a dexterity check. Just see how fast you can run this way.
Just flat decks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some hot hands right now. I don't know what this is. Natural 20. 20.
Let's go.
Sick, we'll take it. 19.
19,
14.
14. You guys sprint off. You're the slightly left behind, just a touch as you're holding this thing. And there's something that you feel while you're holding it. You need to do something. You can't outrun this.
What do I need to do?
Don't know.
I need to run. I will continue to run.
You run.
I'm looking back periodically as we're running. Like, what do I see? What am I seeing?
It is her form is growing and growing back in size.
All right. Can I run and fire back an arrow?
Sure.
That's
You
what
don't
it is?
even have to roll to hit or even your damage. You fire it, lands into it, no problem. It doesn't seem to slow the growth.
Running as well.
All right, you guys slip outside of the cursed halls and into the ruined village that lay on the outskirts here. Still running?
I'm looking back, and I mean, do we see anything?
Outside of the cursed halls, now you don't see her. You don't see her trying to reform. Right now, there's just this sense of inescapable dread.
Is anything changing with the crown? Is there any indicator that anything's
It
happening
is
with the curse?
glowing as bright as it ever did. It is not dimming in nature. It is not faltering.
It's on the skull still.
The gemstone is encrusted on the crown, still affixed to the head of this skeleton.
I'm gonna put the skull down, and then I'm gonna literally stop.
Stomp this curb, stomp this thing into the
Yeah,
ground.
the skull, and try to
Right.
break the skull.
Whenever I
Alright.
see what he's doing, can I help him?
Sure.
Yeah. If I can further help.
Is there any way that you communicate this to them as y'all are in full sprint?
I mean, but he's saying he's looking back, so we're paused. We look back, and I'm looking at it, and I'm skull, some kind of maybe connection. So I'm just gonna.
How do you want
up,
to communicate this?
I'm just gonna look up, shrug, drop it, and then go to just
All right.
nail it. I mean,
All right.
it's
so
an
you
old brittle skull. I don't think it's
roll an athletics check.
I'm helping him anyway.
All right.
19.
19.
Wait, that's strength. Yeah, 19.
And the skull shatters underneath you, and you see that the crown itself is still holding strong, but the gem starts to break loose from the hold of the crown, and you see the light flicker for a second.
I'll just pick both of them back up, and then regardless of they're still standing there, I'm just gonna keep running. But we've got to get it to the dwarves.
Wait. If we get the gem out of the crown, it might do something. So I want to.
It's separated already, right? It came out.
If I can
No.
grab, if I can catch up to him, I want to
faltered
try
in its holding, and the light flickered.
Oh.
I want to try and pull the gem out of the crown.
Yeah,
You
so
tell
I'll
him
hold
stop.
it.
Let me give this a shot.
I catch up to them, but I'm looking back.
You were already
waiting.
with him because you helped him. You
Oh,
were
he
trying
said
to
he
help
just picked
steady
up.
it
Okay.
to stomp on it. That's
Okay,
why you had
well then,
advantage
well
on
then
the roll.
I'm looking back as those two are talking.
As he's
Yeah.
like ready to pick it up and run, you're like, wait.
Yeah.
Ha! Let me try this.
Yeah.
Make a sleight of hand or a athletics check.
I'm readying an attack.
Oh.
That looks good.
18.
18. As you are prying this, you see it wrench further. The light stutters and flickers, goes out completely, and then comes back. It's almost free.
I'll
And
like, hold this.
That would be at the end of initiative as you hear a
I've readied an attack.
flying towards you guys. You can loose it.
All right, I'm gonna make it a mighty shot. This one's probably not gonna hit. That's not gonna hit. It's an 8.
All right. 8 does not hit.
Whatever you're doing, do it quickly.
So that would be me then.
Yep.
All right, I'll So as I've seen him like trying to wiggle it, we hear all this. I'm gonna pull out my dagger and find like where it's been loosened, somewhere between the frame of
Yeah.
the crown and the gem, and I'm just gonna like torque the crap out of it.
Sleight of hand with advantage.
2 14s, so 19.
19. You feel like you've got it. Got it. It's not prying loose. It's something is holding it just steadfast. You feel like you were right on the cusp of success. You see the light falter and fluctuate further. The blue light seems to drop and then re-emanate again. She is coming.
Is
and
there any effect
flying
on
with
her
this-
as the blue light
When the
flickers?
light falters, you see her drop in altitude and come back up. She is head set on this, but you imagine once that curse is broke, she's no more.
All right,
We now kick to Elmamir.
Can I stick my spear in there, try and get more leverage, and
Yeah.
pry it out?
All right. You can pick what do you think the best fits this ability check to try this. You can try to use your spear as an attack roll.
Persuasion.
I persuaded with my spear.
Please. If I just look at it really hard, can I use perception?
You didn't try asking nicely.
Yeah, an attack roll is probably going to be better than
All right.
trying to
Roll
pry
that
out
with
the
advantage.
strength. I'm gonna use.
Do you have anything to
ring
add to this roll?
dice. No, because I've used all my rounds of roll.
Okay.
Determination.
Grit. Oh, that's a 19, 22 to hit.
You beat the DC needed as you stick it in here and wrench it. The gem flies free from the crown in what it seems to be like slow motion. Your breaths all hold still in the air as the blue light flickers and then
The DC was 20,
shatters.
wasn't it? I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19 and it's 20. The gem flying in the air, no longer glowing blue, a shimmering green gem that flies in the air. Her form, you fixated on her, she immediately shatters with the blue light in the air. And everything falls still. This shadow that holds all, that has held deep and heavy on your chest, lifted. The curse broken. And with that,
And the gem's still floating in the air?
Yeah, I was about to say I want to try to catch the gem.
as it's flying through the air, you're probably the easiest one close by. You reach up and clutch that in hand. All seems well.
And now it's just a normal
Just-
gem? Or
And it's a good size one too. And
Just
with,
gonna kind of crumple a little bit, leaning on my spear.
all right.
Yeah, we're all like, oh, that's an experience.
And with that, we'll go to break. And you guys have broken the curse and freed it. All right.
We didn't die.
All right. Welcome back, guys. We just left off the harrowing success of breaking the curse that was held within this crown and this gemstone. You guys were able to break the gemstone free, thus releasing and shattering the curse and the shadow that's been over these ruins, placed here for however long. And in doing so, shattered the essence that held Lady Elwyn together and her undying vengeance and protection over this body. And in doing so, you have finally let her have peace. And now, as everything settles, we now kick up to whatever you guys want to do as you guys feel the shadow lifted off your chest.
After we do that, I say, all right. You all felt that too, right?
Yeah.
Very odd sense of peace. I think perhaps we're all right. Follow me. And I head back into the halls.
I'll hand Elmamir the actual crown itself, and then I'll put the gem in my backpack.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys head forward back into the accursed halls, and you lead them to the small room that you found.
And I take my pack off so I can slip in there easier, and I just start funneling things out of the hole.
What's
Alright.
in there?
So, now we get to roll for the treasure that you found.
Yes.
Alright, so, we get to the right page here.
A dwarf tank, perhaps?
We're gonna find the sword of wraith slaying as soon as we're done.
Yeah. Dang. A new hand
Well,
touches the beacon.
To be fair,
Find little floating gems of his arrows.
what's sad is that you guys found that hoard before. You just didn't explore it. You're like, oh, okay, we can't get in there.
Well,
It's a hobbit or dwarf
The way
hole.
you said it before, it was like we couldn't really
Yeah.
get it because you're like a person smaller than you might could get in.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
told me as I'm running for my life, like, yeah, you might be able to slip in here.
Well,
Like,
well, we found it before we even went up the tower.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but I'd forgotten about it.
The impression I got was that there was no way we were going to fit in there, so
Yeah.
I just figured we'd
Oh, well, should have had a hop in our party.
Well, you know,
In
just
my mind, I was
should have had
thinking,
that.
Like Baldur's Gate 3, like, I'm not a halfling. I can't use that hole.
That hole is small, and I am not.
Yeah. Physics.
All right. So it looks like we bumped one of our views, and now
Oh, no.
me and Tristan are both displayed. And you want to try to adjust that camera right there, just towards Tristan a touch. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. That's a little bit back. There you go. What's it? Yeah. All right. So for this was a small treasure hoard. I need Tristan, since you found it, I need you to.
I'll be like the one that's like looking down and trying to take stuff from him as he's doing it, so I can see him.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. Share the treasure. Based on the hoard. Okay. So with that, roll me 1d20.
$14.
14. All right. So with that, I now need you to roll.
What?
dumb meme that I think about every time someone uses a very specific inflection.
Eli, feel for this. Roll a d20.
D20. 2.
2. All right. What you find is in here a circlet. This circlet is green in nature. That is like it's almost as if vines have been weaved together in this circlet, but almost like whether fossilized or englassed, they're hard. The vines themselves, seeming to like be made of a metal, but they're definitely were vines at one point. And the leaves themselves are as if it was like sculpted out of metal or a gemstone or something, but they are all across this circlet. You're not sure what it does, but this is definitely magical in nature. And also with that, roll me 2d8.
You want total or
Total.
10?
10. You guys find 10 gold worth of coins. So a lot of that being in silver and in the copper pieces, but equaling to a total of 10 gold. You can put it in your sheet as 10 gold if you like, but just know it was in the form of a lot of coins. And then I need one more d20 roll.
19.
19. You find a shield. The shield is of dwarven construction. While holding the shield, there's a aura that emanates around it. You're not sure exactly what it does, but nobody speaks Dwarven, right? Nobody can read Dwarven. All right. Don't know what exactly is encrusted on this, but just say Dwarven magical shield. You don't know anything else about it. And that's all you find.
Well, I guess we should bring this gem to our friend and hopefully not die in here and get out.
I believe they might have some questions about the shield.
I mean, just put it in the backpack, right?
Could the shield fit in the backpack?
No.
Is this like a scotum? Is it like a...
I mean, it's a pretty large buckler type round shield. It's not very small, not very easily to conceal. So I wouldn't say it's very easy to put in a backpack.
Let's do this. Just throw your shield back in there, put it on your back, and we'll just act like we already had it. Wait, no, they didn't take my weapons. They've already seen your shield, right? Because they took your weapons. I'll do that. So I'll throw away my regular shield. Like, I'll just slide it back in, and I'll just put that one. But I want to put it where...
You put your pack over the shield.
Yeah, I'm just gonna conceal it, and I'm just gonna act like I've had it the whole time.
All right, so shield on the back, pack over the shield. Doing your best to kind of low key keep this thing under wraps. All right. You guys leave the accursed halls with every bit that you can find. Head back through the Dunedain.
Should we rest here? Should we rest here before we go back into the halls?
I'm okay on health, but I'm sure you're not.
I'm
well,
not.
Right?
I'm not. I've used all my resources.
I don't think we would need to. I feel like we would be pretty safe once we give them the gem.
Oh, and keep in mind, the rest would be like 8 hours. So you could camp out here and take that time if you'd like, or you can head on back.
I think we can trust the Lord's word. I think if we bring him the gem, he'll honor his word and we'll let us.
Agreed.
So, why did I just roll 2019? What is going on?
Whoa.
I'm rolling like that from now on. That's insane. That was 3 20s and 2 19s. I don't know.
Yeah, you just got to touch up on him. He rolled like absolute crap in the beginning, and then just straight to 20 after 20 after 20s.
And then 3 20s.
It gives and it takes away. All right. So, doesn't take you too long to head out of the cursed halls, back through the ruined village outskirts, and down the staircase to the flooded chambers, where you guys meet up with Sigmund. Sigmund looks at you all and goes, I felt the release of the curse. You guys did it.
I grab him by the shoulders and I shake him. We're dead. We survived, but we're dead.
He's like, doesn't know how to react. He's like, but you're alive. He doesn't get it at all.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
We inform the king that we have the gem and we request an audience, please.
Well, I'll lead you there. Just need you to put on these blindfolds.
Again with the blindfold.
We figured out.
These lands.
I know. Just humor them. He's like, definitely can't make you guys, but he's like, please.
If their humor is anything like yours, it's not going to work anyway.
I'll put on the
blindfold.
He sighs deeply. Thank you. All right. I'm so glad you guys made it. I really didn't think so. I thought for sure that was not going to happen. I just kept like hearing wails and screams in the distance echoing across the land and through the ravine, and I was really kind of giving up on you guys.
They're much louder than you'd think.
Well,
we're just standing there with blindfolds on. He's just talking to us.
He starts.
He's gonna try and like reach out for his shoulder.
He's like, "Oh yeah, okay," and he tosses your little lead line, a little rope, and he's like, "All right, hang on, walk this way, guys."
That was rope. We probably need to ask for this rope before we leave.
It's like this small little 10-foot section of rope. He's like,
"We'll take what we can get and start."
Need something, right? That's a precious resource in these lands.
At some point on the way back, I want to kind of make my way up to the slowly make my way up to the front of the rope and like get really close behind Sigmund and go, "Hey, where are we going?"
Hey, don't do that. We're taking 3 lefts and a right, and you immediately take a right. And it's like definitely not what he said. And he, at one point, you can tell that he backtracked you guys at some point through and was like, wait, and then turned and went back the same way you came before taking another turn. He's trying to throw you guys off and try to keep it out of your head on which way to go and make this as unfamiliar as possible. But along the way,
keep mental notes.
Oh yeah, try. Yeah. So I would say
Cartography check.
Cartographer check would be fine. Yeah.
Proficient with cartographer's tools.
You're creating a map in your brain.
Sick. So that's a explore check.
Yeah.
Nice. Natural 20 for 26.
You're feeling very confident in the way that you've come, and you seem to feel like you're one step ahead and like, we actually should have turned back this way when we. Because you're like remember from before, and you're like. And you're like, and you can tell when he like double back and change the step. He's also talking to you guys as you go. He goes like, "So what's up there? What you guys run into?"
Why don't we wait until we're in front of the council so we don't have to repeat ourselves?
Okay, all right. I'm glad you guys made it.
Yeah, me too.
You don't have to talk the whole time.
Oh, okay. It's just so dark.
Would know. I'm blindfolded.
He says to 3 men with blindfolds.
It just feels like there's a silence and I have to fill it. And all right this way.
Why don't you just hum? Just hum instead.
Okay. He starts
Get up
humming
really
along.
close behind him again. And I'm like, don't mind Ethan. He doesn't like talking.
I gather that.
Or people.
Oh yeah. It doesn't take y'all too long before finally the awkward silence of being led through here by Sigmund. You break back to what is the audience chamber for the Lord of these dwarves of Naragnala. Nico, let me make sure I'm saying Vieko, sits there at the throne with the assistant, her his daughter at the side there, Limmy, and there is a brighter tone from everyone in the room. This success of y'all's fills everything, and you can see where they had this slightly reluctant, slightly open kind of audience and kind of tone and attitude. Now it is definitely a friendly audience that surrounds you all. As blindfolds come off and you see them meet you with ale and go, you did it! This is the best! You can't believe it! We finally are free of this cursed land! And there's just celebration abound. Before you see Limmy go, everyone's attention, please. Viego has a few words. Before we get into too much celebration, the gemstone.
I'll pull it out of my backpack and I guess approach and present
Holds out
it.
the hand and looks at it and holds it up and goes, the cursed tooth of dawn, relinquished from the crown. This is a notable day. And puts it in Vieko's hands. And Vieko seems to hold it with this weight and seriousness that kind of reflects on probably a history that's much more deep into this, that anybody in this room really can't grasp the importance of it. And Vieko doesn't really go into much detail about it or anything. But there seems to be a vigor that seems to wash over Vieko, and the voice seems to restore a little bit. Our kin. When we made the choice not to go to Khazad Dum, when Thengoradrim was broken, and chose to remain in the Arid Lun, we didn't know if it was the right choice. But this moment, this day, for us to stay and take back this area is one that will live on in history. You have all pushed back the shadow, the curse that's fallen over this land, and you have made a difference. And you see essentially Vieko light up with this greenish light as clutches this gem in their hand, and the light seems to grow within the chamber before waning. May each of you from your journeys here be granted of virtue from your efforts. We will guide you out of this land and back across the ravine through some of the subterranean chambers, so you can get back to that bandit camp and disband it, and take care of any that remain. Before you do so, I assume you would need rest. You're welcome here to celebrate and fellowship with us. We welcome you as kin.
My thanks. On behalf of me and Rivendell. And I bow.
Let's get it poppin'.
With that, the tankards start flowing as plenty of ale is passed around and celebrations go about. You guys all be granted a virtue.
Sick.
So,
Sick. I need that.
and let me, while you guys look over some of those virtues and see if there's one you want to take. I'm going to calculate you guys' XP from y'all's encounters here, and then we'll tally those up. We'll also be going into a fellowship phase with them for this time. I guess it wouldn't be a fellowship phase, because normally a fellowship phase would be going for a longer period of time, like a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say probably. I mean, that's up to you guys. If you wanted to,
Well, I was
you
gonna
could
say,
get some benefits from it.
yeah, we would at least want to try and run our action to identify our magical items, and additionally on the crown itself as well, probably because that might have properties. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Right. This is up to you guys. Do you want to spend more time here with the dwarves and try to do so?
I don't think we're on a time constraint right now, are we? Not.
I mean, we were told to get to the Blue Mountains as quick as we could.
Right. The only thing would be getting back to Bree and
I would
forget
say
the bartender's name, the one that sent us on the mission in the first place.
when we get back to Bree, we're
But-
gonna have a fellowship phase either way at that point, right?
Right.
And the lack of blue light probably would tell them that the curse has been lifted.
Right.
I'd say we just
Reports
take
will
a
probably
rest.
get back there, but you also might need to deal with any possible loose bandits. So it might be better to not wait a week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I say
spend
we-
the night here,
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
long rest.
Yeah.
We'll
You
deal
guys
with
can
our
look at
magic
some
items.
virtue real quick. I'll give you some XP, and then we'll work towards getting back to Bree.
I want to know what this shiny new stuff does.
I don't know, guys. I think we really blew an opportunity here to just keep going back and killing that wraith for XP.
You killed it once.
Ah. Well, I guess that's
Gotcha.
darn.
You gotta check XP after every kill, my guy.
All right. So
Alright, virtues. Why can't I find virtues? It's right after characters, right?
it is
Page
at
80.
page 80.
For Rangers, it's page 91.
Well, I mean, there's common virtues for everybody, and then there's ranger virtues.
We don't care about common virtue.
All right. So with this, you guys would have gotten
Do you need me on calculator?
Standard armor looks pretty
plus the.
Here.
Thank you.
Oh, I can increase my wisdom.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I already took a +1 wisdom. So.
You guys are each going to get 290 experience points. I don't know if that sets you over.
I'll
Does
tell
not.
you what it is.
Okay.
It will not. 1656
290 puts us
plus
at-
90 puts us at 1946.
We still have like 700 experience.
Oh yeah, no problem.
9, 4, 6.
So
1946. Good year.
if you guys want to quick pick a virtue, you can, and we can review it if you want to change it at the fellowship. Don't stress too hard now. If you can't find the one that you want perfectly, we can spend more time on it later, and possibly between sessions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what I want. I'm good.
Can you do this here? The Heir of Honor?
I was looking at that one too.
Yeah. Because we're with the dwarves now.
Yeah. A wondrous item or a famous weapon. That would be insane.
Wait, you guys can just pick a. Just keep.
As a virtue, we can
You get a
decide
+1
what the
to an
one wants
ASI and a wondrous weapon.
Yeah,
wondrous
I
item
would
or
say
famous
that
weapon.
with the help of the dwarves here, and with everything on that side, y'all they can help you with this. As your virtue, they go, we have a gift for you guys, and that is y'all's pick.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I will draft that up for y'all. I'll just have to do that between sessions because it'll take me a second to craft it for you.
Mhm.
But totally cool.
Yes.
And essentially, what I would say is, you guys have the sword, or what type of weapon would you like?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I mean a bow.
A bow for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I have proficiency with simple weapons, some sort of melee
Okay.
weapon.
All right.
I'd have to look to see what I really
We can
want.
work with a spear,
Yeah.
kind of replace the other. So a spear and a bow. I'll say you guys still have those with you right now, but the thing is, you don't know all of the magical properties yet, and you'll figure those out soon. So you guys already have those in possession.
Sick.
Your spear's name is called Snaggletooth. And it has a wicked, sharp tip that, kind of similar to the name. It has a jagged, step down the haft of the handle that kind of etches on one side, almost like the spine of like a dragon itself, very along what is like a sharp spear tip. It's very, very sick.
Almost like a halberd style for the blade, but it's like a spear.
Almost. It's definitely like small as like a spear tip would be, but it has like parts that kind of flicker off of the bottom of it and jagged like teeth-like, and then on the back edge of it, it has like these angled, sharp, like it's almost if you were drawing a crude, a serrated almost, but they're like angled back, so almost like you can hook into something and hang on to it.
Yeah.
Someone can draw. They should draw these weapons for us.
Oh,
Dude,
right.
that'd be
I
insane.
can probably give you a crude sketch of what I'm talking about. Think of like the poorly drawn dinosaur as a kid, where you're like making their back spine.
Yeah.
But for your bow, also that entire weapon is made of entire metal. There isn't like a wooden
Sick.
like shaft. It is solid metal, but it's light. Like it's not like you're carrying this super heavy.
Maybe
Yeah.
reminiscent of the mithril armor that we helped the hobbits deliver to Rivendell.
Almost. And so, but for yours, it is this silver wrapped like kind of spiral that goes around from both sides that wrap a very
Like a Celtic style wrap.
almost on both sides that emanate from what is the guard, where you hold on to it, and for the bow it's at the center, and it is a ashy like elm type, like very, very gray,
It's like a white wood.
white, and has like dark streaks through the grain of the wood itself, but it is wrapped and inlaid with that silver, and that silver, it's almost like it springs with the metal. And it has a sharp string to it that is, you're not sure what that string is made out of, but it has such a crisp, taut line to it that you feel the weight of it, and it's
nice.
I mean, it's sturdy. It's gonna take some second to get used to, but you can already feel both from this. These are made with a craft that is steps above anything you have ever wielded.
Does it have a name? The bow or?
For the bow, you haven't discovered the name for it.
Okay.
So, all right. We'll figure out the properties of those when we get to the fellowship. Have you had time to reflect over a virtue for yourself?
Yes, I am.
Which one are you thinking about?
I'm thinking either nimbleness. It gives me a +1 to Dex and a +1 to AC while I'm not incapacitated.
Okay.
Or I was thinking, since everything we just went through against the unseen, you can perceive creatures that dwell in the wraith world, be they spirits or ghosts, even when they are normally invisible to the eyes of the living. Increase your wisdom or charisma score by 1, and you have advantage on charisma saving throws and cannot be frightened by undead creatures.
That might be useful.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take one of those too. I just wrote down nimbleness for now.
Okay. I like it. Let's see here.
You can have the black bow.
Sick. We're gonna my Dex. Because nothing else changes with any of my other stuff.
All right. So, it isn't anything too crazy with y'all's partying and escapades. Does everybody partake in copious amounts of alcohol, or does anybody refrain from this? Or does anybody challenge a dwarf to a drinking game?
I always refrain from drinking too much.
You always refrain? Alright.
I feel like initially Elmamir would try to refrain, but if any dwarves try and get him involved in a drinking match, he would be peer pressured into it.
It isn't hard. They immediately want to sucker you into it. So, with that, I need you to make a con saving throw as you go toe to toe with one of their dwarves.
Us who don't have good con do not drink.
Ooh. 17.
17. For the first rounds, you are holding so strong.
I'm watching
And
this.
just the party and the celebration of everything rings higher and higher as they're like, go, go, go. And let's go again.
Can I talk to one of the dwarves and try to put money on this?
Yeah.
I'll
Who do you want to bet on?
To the closest dwarf and be
no.
like, you guys are a proud race, but I bet you that my friend here outdrinks you.
Oh, no. 5-1. We've got it on our guy.
5-1?
5-1.
5 gold on that.
All right.
It's a bad time for me
Can't
to
help
say
one
that.
D&D campaign
I
ever
rolled
goes
so
good.
low.
It's
I
impossible.
rolled so low.
Wait, what'd you roll? Was it bad?
It was really bad.
I'm gonna let you re-roll that.
That's worse.
You're kidding, right?
No.
There goes my gold.
What is it?
The better of the two was a 6 total.
Okay. You see that it seems that all of the first few rounds have caught up with Elmamir pretty handedly. And you are now like seeming to be of equally sloshed behavior as your opponent as you go for the final roll here.
Do we have a fellowship point?
I think we used them all. Oh, that's better. 14.
14. He's like, you won't trick me under the table, bub.
Could have changed.
And
his
collapses. You beat him out ever so. You finish your tankard, drop it down, and you feel like you could see like 3 of your opponent across the way as he slips and falls off the table and staggers you.
I'll just start laughing.
All of the dwarves are. You get paid up.
That's be 25 gold, right?
They are scrounging for it all. They can only collect 12. I go. Well, yeah, I guess we owe you one.
I'll consider the debt settled if you guys make a statue in the honor of the man who beat the dwarves at a drinking con. Doesn't have to be a big statue. It can be a small statue.
Perhaps a plaque.
Perhaps a plaque. Even a plaque, yes.
In his memory, Elmamir the Stout.
I believe you meant the drink
I just like fall off the back of my chair.
With no celebration with dwarves would be complete without some type of friendly competition, where trash talking was involved to every degree, and wagers to a high extent, and everyone in good spirits from success of beating back the shadow in this land. You guys, your long night's rest, feeling well rested and recovered. A long night's rest, all your hit points, everything, all your abilities back. For you, sir, we see how you fare after coming off of a heavy drinking. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
As we're stumbling back to our rooms at the end of the night, I love you guys.
I'll slide 3 gold to him and be like, you help win this. You get 3 gold.
Yes. Oh, that's good. 21.
21. With a impressive constitution, you guys come to the next day as Elmamir is rather still sloshed infected, but has his feet under him in a right way that you can't tell he's lost any kind of cognitive ability. but he has a wicked smile on his face. He seems, maybe he's still riding it from the night before, and he hasn't hit any kind of hangover of any type, but he seems good. All seems well.
I'll be so like when he gets to be awake, I'll already be outside, like outside the room, and I'll be smoking a pipe. And when I hear him, I'm not gonna be like, "This will help." Get you some old Toby, friend.
Cool. I'll hit it.
All right. And so with that, day comes. You wouldn't know the day and night cycle here in the subterranean area, but the dwarves alert you and go, "All right, you're ready to be led out of here."
Yes.
Um,
If we ever wanted to return, how would we come back? Like,
Well, maybe a scout will see you, or come back to the ravine and fall down it again.
is there something that we could have that would be like a token that we could show one of your kin to know that we at least have been here and we were welcomed here?
They're 2 weapons.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
They
Just wanna
have
make
our
sure.
make and would be recognized.
Made in China. Got it. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we can get our
Yeah.
ponies and.
Well, our ponies aren't here.
Oh no!
We gotta walk through
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
to the
Our
ravine.
ponies.
How many days has it
okay,
been?
fine.
3 days? 2 days?
Yeah, I think today's the 3rd day since
Yeah.
we left the
Yeah.
ponies.
Yeah, they're fine, right?
I hope so.
Sure, they're fine.
Come back and they're picked clean. Something found them. No.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm hesitant to try and draw any kind of map at this point, lest it be taken again. So I think I'm gonna refrain from that for
Let's
now.
just take our shiny stuff and go.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are led further deeper underground and splitting into chambers. And best as you can tell with your sense of direction, you're heading further east away from the ravine before you tack and head towards the ravine and take a swift turn. And slowly you start to come through what seemed to be more of like a natural cavern system and less as something that was carved out or mined out, and it starts to ascend back towards the surface before breaking into the sunlight. The first thing that you notice as you come out from the underground is the mist and fog that heavily obscured the area is completely lifted. The sun's shining and there's a sense of hope restored in just the air around you as you find the sun reaching you for the first time in 3 days. And it brings a lot to your soul and wellness. And you guys get pointed in the direction and goes, this from Sigmund himself. He goes, "Well, I've really enjoyed time with you guys, and it's been the most exciting time in at least 4 or 5 years. I will remember this, and I will remember you all. You'll always be friends of Sigmund."
Well,
Let's make sure they get that plaque up.
I won't forget you either.
That's sick for you. Did we happen to lose any shadow score from all the jovial times?
As of right now, no.
No, we're still depressed.
There's still the culmination that will tally up at the end. So, when you guys get to the actual fellowship marker and we end the journey.
So we never do another fellowship phase ever again.
But you get pointed in the way of where the camp is. The makeshift brigand camp that is had put over the entrance. He goes, just keep heading along the side of the ravine that way. You'll find it again.
Again,
Fantastic.
thank you. We should be on our way.
Best of luck.
Bye, Simon.
It's Sigmund!
Right.
Slayer, bud. I already forgot. But we need to go get our ponies, right? We should probably find our ponies. and go
All right.
get that bow and the maps from the camp.
Yeah.
With this, make a travel check. I would say from your past collection of success on your cartographer's checks, you can roll this one with advantage.
Let's go. 17.
All right. It takes you better half of about 2 hours to round the side of the ravine and continue on a path, splitting through some of the thicker woods, and before you come upon your 2 ponies. One you haven't named yet.
Wait, we need to go back to the bandit camp.
Which is
Pretty close.
yeah. So you guys are just south of the bandit camp, first hitting the ponies, which is about 200, 300 feet outside, well hidden in the brush as best you can. And you find your stuff, and you see the camp set before you, 200, 300 feet away.
I'm going to immediately take out my water skin and make sure the horses have water because they've been tied up for 3 days.
Yeah. So you can see the relief where they had been tied up, that they were, you can see that they have pulled at them for quite some effort over the past day or so. And the knots, you're not sure if you're going to be able to get the knots undone. Maybe a difficult time. You may have to cut some of the reins to get it undone.
Magical success.
But
Unless I can
they are
acrobatic the
very,
saddle.
very thankful to have some water. And you
Yeah.
feed them. Go ahead and
I'm whispering to them and
make an animal handling check
Oh, now you're friendly.
with advantage.
Sir Pickles the Third.
7.
Just every pony you just increase. The 4th, the 5th, the 6th. They're all pickles.
That's a 17.
17. You immediately get this like sense of relief and bond with them that is kind of established through you immediately looking out for them and trying to give them some water and other things like that. There's a connection where they're not like, oh, you left us here. There's this spirit of like, you're a savior, and could bring a better bond that in the past felt a little neglected.
Maybe I was a little stressed out while we were trying to get through and orcs were on our trail and the horse
Actually,
didn't want to
pretty
go
nice
anywhere.
Is there anyone in the camp right now?
Yeah, we want to go back to the camp and look.
You don't know.
We're going to
From
approach
here.
stealthily.
Stealthily.
All right, everybody roll a stealth check.
That's bad.
17.
15.
Stealth is. Where's stealth? 5.
5. As you guys are approaching, you're doing your best to keep quiet. Everybody make a perception check as well.
Nat 20.
Roll bad.
20.
26.
17.
13.
13. With your 26, you hear that the camp is indeed occupied.
I want to get up in the same tree as last time.
Yeah. Let's go round 2.
Same plan? Sick.
As you do so,
You want to get this map off?
yeah,
It's nice having this. Comes in clutch.
it does. It does. Helps give a sense of scale
Look over and he's
real
like,
well.
what do you think?
Same tree, same plan.
Combat plan alpha? Okay.
It is before you guys get to there that as y'all are approaching from this side and stealth-wise, that your stealth is not so great. And with a crack of a branch, you hear a shout from the inside the camp. Hey! Someone's approaching on the south side!
Wait, did we hear the boss's name before?
Yeah, he told me. He told
Oh, we
me his
did.
name.
He did.
You
He
wrote it
told me his
down.
name.
You wrote it down. They can't see us. They can see him. I hope.
It was
Yeah, but,
Sabian.
Yes.
That could be super useful.
Yep.
It was Sabian.
Sabian.
But you hear that the camp of however many are alerted that you are here. and there seems to be a calling to movement to ready themselves.
Yeah, I'm shifting
You
away.
can
Yeah.
you can hear the clatter and movement within the camp. You're trying to discern as best you can with your 26. There's definitely more than 2.
Cool.
We sticking to the plan. Go.
Sandy.
Motion.
I'll walk out towards the road, and same thing as last time. Just kind of wander up, not trying to hide, but also not making a big deal out of it, I guess.
How far did we get before?
I would say you guys are going slowly and stealthily, trying to keep yourself concealed. He's going to break out towards the road.
But we can move at normal speed while stealth in this train.
That's
Deserted lands.
So you guys are not in the tree but you're at the foot as he is just stepping out, trying to make yourself known.
Yeah.
All right. It is at that time you would see.
Actually, instead of just trying, still trying to make myself known, but kind of breathing really hard as I leave the tree line, and I want to try and look over my shoulder, act like I'm being chased by something.
Okay. All right. With
Let
that,
him cook.
make a deception or performance check.
Can you?
Those are the same.
Can you give yourself a rhyme?
Let this man cook.
Yeah, I can. We'll take that.
The British are coming.
Ooh. 19.
19. You call out that. Do you say anything, or you just hurriedly over the shoulder, moving towards the fort?
Just
Get
kind
saved.
of indiscernible screaming. Just.
All right. So as you're closing the distance here, you can see peeking out over the top of this here and looking your direction, 2 very questionable faces here. Oh. What was your total check again?
19.
19. Both of them it's just one person. They're running from something. I think something's chasing. Get ready.
And as I get closer, I'm gonna go. Please let me in. Orcs are coming.
Oh, okay. And you see that they make every bit of effort to try and let you in. They're like, how many? And they're running up and trying to fashion what is the gate. And you can see what is the front. They open it up and they're like, come in, get in here.
Cool.
Are we in position yet? Are we in position?
You guys are in position now.
Hey.
I'll look at Nathan and just be like, go for it.
Wait. I thought we were gonna wait for a signal like we did last time.
Oh, we can. I'm like, there's no words. They're gonna figure that out.
Wait, do they look like the bandits?
Yeah.
Okay, the
Cool.
tokens look different from last time. I was like, are we about to slaughter some other people that found this place?
As I get reasonably close to the gate, but trying to not get too close to where I could immediately be attacked in melee, I'll just kind of trip and fall over my own feet, and go, "No, they're coming!"
All right, now.
And
The
hope
signal.
that they pick that as a signal.
Okay. So are you inside the gate
I'd
or outside?
be outside.
Outside. Okay, so they have opened the front door and they're like, no, they're coming! And that's when you guys loose
How
arrows.
many do we see?
So you'd be here.
Yeah.
So we
And
see 3, 4,
There is 6.
6.
That you guys can gather from this position.
Oh, that guy we captured could not count them.
Wait, oh yeah, and we know they can't retreat as well now.
They're not gonna be able to get over a bridge.
Yeah, there's no bridge.
Yeah.
All right, do we let loose?
That's up to you guys.
All right, well, let loose.
Like,
Go ahead.
if I need to fall prone to sell this, I will.
That would be what you're doing,
Do
yes.
the Peter Griffin. Ah! I'll go after you.
All right. I'm gonna target. They're like on a platform up here, right? It's not a
Yes.
platform.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna aim for these guys over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim for this one,
Okay.
and it'll be a mighty shot.
You said this one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So that's good. That's good. That was not good. Thank God I had advantage. So 15 minus 15 to hit.
15 to hit. Okay, 15 just hits.
Oh. Well, let's go damage. We'll sort of 14 on the dice, so 18 damage on that guy.
18. That is enough. As it pierces through him, he drops. They're like, where did that come from? And they're playing into a little bit of the confusion and fear of everything that's happening. With this, roll another stealth check to see if you can obscure, because the target you got immediately went down. I'm giving you a chance here to stay hidden.
All right. 22.
With no problem. You slightly after the arrow's loosed, you move your position just enough to hide back in the boughs of the tree, and you feel pretty secure in your hiding here. And fire off your shot.
Shiny new bow. Let's see how it does. Is there any plus to hits with that I should know about?
There is a +1 to this.
Okay, so that would be 18. And what I'm gonna aim for the one that was beside the one he just killed.
Okay.
So 18. That hits.
That definitely hits.
Okay, and then is it just a D8 for damage die for the spell?
Yeah, just it's a +1 to your attack and damage.
Okay, so 8 damage.
All right. It strikes him. With that, he looks out and goes, "It looks like they're in the trees!"
And then as I see that, I'm gonna shout something in Orcish because I speak it. Orakalula! So they think it's
Make
words.
either a performance or intimidation roll. Or deception.
I think they're all bad. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Oh no.
Oh no.
What's that? Is that a 1?
So a 5.
Okay. It's almost like you go to like do a good There is no orcish voice that comes out. It may be the language, but your throat just kind of stammers up and yes.
Trying to say two things at once. Your brain's just like, let's say both.
But with that, I need you guys to roll initiative.
So this is a surprise round. I still have movement, right?
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and start making for the wall?
Probably, yeah.
Because we just killed one. There's 5. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to switch to my new shield and sword, and then chop back on the wall. Not over like I did before, but on the top of the wall with my sword and shield.
I think those are like sharpened walls.
Yeah. Y'all kind of like scaled over. You never stood on.
Okay, never mind. Then I'll just wait.
If you want to try to get to this roof, you could try to do that.
Not yet. There's too many. I'll stay.
Okay. All right.
But I will switch to my sword and shield in the tree as well.
Okay. Sounds good. 25 to 20.
Oh, initially.
20.
Yikes.
Oh, 26.
Nice.
No, wait, no, not 26, not 26. It was a 19. It's 23.
Okay. I was like,
I was
what?
about to say, there's no way I got a 26.
Hold up there, buddy. What'd you get?
5.
Okay.
I rolled a 2, so I critically fail on initiative.
Oh no.
Yikes. All right. So with this, Nathan, you're up first.
All right, so I'm still hidden, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to. Wait, what happened?
Give it a second.
We weren't supposed to kill that guy. We messed up the timeline.
What have you done?
Oh no, bro.
Created a time paradox. Oh, now we're on a nice island, though. I mean, could be worse, right?
Malaysia.
That's got to take away some shadow score, right?
Michelob
We get more
Ultra.
shadow score when we see the prices of everything there. It's like, oh.
You're in that commercial. It's just like Michelob Ultra.
Elamir has flashbacks to his childhood mentor always talking about going to Malaysia.
No! No!
3 shadow points.
That's the perfect song of our beach.
We do get really shadow
Going back
score.
to,
I'm
you can
miserable
take it
on
from
that.
here. Oh gosh. I can't do it now. I cannot.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. So, you're up first. It's
I'm-
loading. So, you want to attack the one that's already been hit?
So yeah, I'm gonna attack.
No, don't attack the one.
Oh no, actually, yeah. Why would I do that? I'm gonna attack the one that's on the ground further away from me.
Farthest away.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right. So again, gonna do my shot.
Do you want to do the one farthest away or the one at the gate?
The one the farthest away.
Okay.
I got a fancy new spear. Let me take the one at the gate.
That is not good.
Okay.
Gross.
Is a 6.
6.
With advantage?
With advantage, I roll a 2 and a 6.
Oh.
Gross. Alright, this should load somewhat soon.
But I'm gonna use my bonus action to make another attack on that same guy that I was talking about as soon as it comes back up.
Alright.
So at least I can injure him for him.
So, you miss, but you use your bonus action to make another attack. Go for it.
13.
13 will still miss as you fire shots.
Hate it.
They are like actively ducking cover, like head to the ground. Ground, get to cover. They're coming. What was that sound?
The tiniest orc.
Albamir, you are prone outside the gate. You are roughly about 10 to 15 feet from the gate and the first person that had opened the gate for you and is like looking, trying to figure out what's going on.
Cool. I'm gonna get up and use the rest of my movement to get in there.
You close that every bit of
45.
15 feet after using half your movement to get up, and you are right there beside him.
All right, Nevin's time to die. Stab him.
You bring forth Snaggletooth.
Yes. So same thing, +1.
Plus
to-
1
to-
to both damage
Sick.
and attack.
14 to hit.
Oh, that will not hit. As he just dips under it. What is treachery is this? Ah!
Says the bandit. What?
I trusted you. And that's your turn.
I will
There's
give
no honor among thieves.
myself a rhyme of lore with my bonus action.
All right. It is now his go as he is going to make an attack with you. That is a 15 to hit.
That will not hit.
As he strikes at you, and he's like, "You know!" Ah! He's conflicted completely. Of like, I was just tricked by you. You must die. And the others
not
are
mad,
quickly
he's just
trying to figure out everything. The one that you shot is quickly grabbing his bow and aiming for you. He has disadvantage on this shot. And that is not going to hit with a 9 as it fires towards the tree. The one that you took 2 shots at and missed is going to take a shot at you. The distance here is going to have disadvantage on. That's a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Let's go! As he
Disadvantage.
finds luck in himself.
Yes.
Wait,
Um,
am I in half cover or anything in the tree?
I was factoring. Actually, no, I wasn't factoring that half cover. Yeah, for sure.
Then it
So then it wouldn't hit because you would have 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So with that, it hits one of the tree branches, and yeah, you're good. And then the 2 that are up on the side where they're like trying to get a good angle, they have to hop down. They jump down inside, and at first they're like fumbling with their bows, and then they just toss it to the ground, and they like pull out their sword, and they come running towards you. 2 attacks on you. One is a 24 to hit, and the other is a 13.
24 hits.
All right.
Oh, yeah, because I drew too much aggro there.
That is going to be 6 points of slashing damage as he cuts into you. You have 3 people on you at this point, and they're starting to surround you as best they can, but they can't quite because you're like in the opening of the gate, so your back is covered. They're just all 3 in front of you, just and you're fending off the blows, and it is a mad skirmish here. But now it is to Arvanith.
If I can see the guys at the gate from where I'm at, I don't know what the elevation's like there, but if I can, I'm going to attack the one that he hit first.
You can't quite see all the ones in skirmish with him.
Okay.
They're slightly blocked by the...
Then whichever one is there, that the one I hit before, I guess, I'll shoot that one again.
Okay.
I don't think any that are in front of me have taken
Natural
damage.
20.
Natural 20, let's go!
Is that the one that you already hurt?
Huh?
Is that the one you already hurt?
Yeah. So 8, 16, 19, I think he's dead. 21, 25 damage.
Yeah, he's deleted. Permanent deleted. They're gone. You just arrow straight through the... Drops.
Cool.
Easily taken out.
Now I've used my bonus action to switch back to the bow.
Yeah.
So
Any moves you want to make?
No, at this point in time, I think I'll go ahead and do whatever I can to start getting over into the, because we're down 2, right? So they had 6, they're at 4, we're 3. So now would be a good time. Yeah. So I'll try to go do the same maneuver where I jump onto the roof.
Okay. You
I'm still
make it
that's
acrobatics.
him.
Oh.
I mean, that's me. That's him.
Okay, so then you're further away. You move up to the base of it, and you stammer up these rocks. You have a little bit of a area where you can kind of like peek over. Unless you wanted to go this way.
It doesn't matter.
You're closer to here.
I wanted to get
so-
on the roof. Is
Okay.
what I'm trying to do, because I want to be.
You will
above
not
them,
get there this turn.
That's fine.
You'll
Oh,
just be
wait.
at the base of it. And you are right here, and we can move the other guys.
Alright, so that guy's dead.
They're both dead. 'cause
Yeah,
I
Both
jumped
of
after
those,
them.
yeah, both
So
of
I
those
have
are gone.
3 here, and there's 1 there.
All right. So, with that, we kick around back to Nathan.
Alright, bonus action, give myself advantage. I'm aiming at this guy over here that's...
You have a next to no shot at him from where you're at because of this structure that was right here. So you can't see them very well. You can see them when they were up here, yes. Now they're down, they're behind it.
Can I get out of the tree and get on these rocks and get a shot?
Yes.
Alright, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I won't have advantage.
You'll have advantage.
You know
Or
what?
you can take advantage at this guy.
Can't take advantage on anybody if I move.
Right, well, from here to that guy.
You know what? I'm gonna try to help out my bully here.
All right.
He's about to get shellacked.
All right.
So it's still going to be a mighty shot. I just don't have advantage on this.
Okay.
Come on. Need something good. It might hit if I get lucky. I did not get lucky. 10.
10. No.
All right, that's my turn.
The shot fires and plants into the wood, the arrow splintering in half. All right, and now it's your turn, Elamir. You have
Me?
3 in front of you.
Yeah. Let's dance. And I'm going to take the dodge action.
All right.
Sir.
Ready to take whatever comes at you. The attacks start flowing your way. First one is a 12 to hit. Second one is a 9. Third one is a 14.
Nope.
No problem. You parrying these with the spear and snaggletooth with no issues. The last guy, it looks to where you peek up over the side and you've missed now. He aims for your head here. He's like, chua.
Is it still disadvantage?
It is, and thankfully so. It was a natural 20, if not. And it just clatters off the rocks behind you. Actually,
Oh.
No, you are within range, so it would be a natural.
Ooh.
I'll re-roll it because I rolled both dice at the same time. Does a 16 hit?
Barely.
Let's go. Great. 4 damage, 4 piercing.
Does he have any kind of cover behind the wall?
I'd say not really, because he had to peek up high enough to get the shot,
That's
and he
fair.
didn't have a lot of movement to go back down.
That's fair.
Because it was just at the end of his movement. Otherwise, yeah, that would be fair. With that, it now kicks to Arvana.
I'm gonna
There's
do a
4
little
people
hop,
remaining.
hop, skip, jump onto the roof.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
All right, I'm
Is it a
using
natural
luck
one?
point. I'm using a luck
Okay.
point. I'm using a luck point. Okay, that's
Nope.
better. 14.
No problem. You almost slip on the palisade wall, and you feel like that might have gone through your chest, and you might have taken some damage. But somehow you find your footing, and you end up on the roof. What do you want to do?
Can I see them now?
Yes.
Okay. Whichever one is damaged, the one that attacked him first. Whatever
Okay.
one is
I think
bleeding.
I've hit
None
any
of them have been hit.
You missed the first guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Then just whichever one is closest to him, because
Okay.
I'm assuming they're kind of staggered. Yeah, 18,
That'll hit.
5 damage.
Okay.
Distraction.
That's something. As the arrow hits, it doesn't find a hefty amount of purchase, but it sticks in part of their armor in the back shoulder. Not super deep. But with that, it now kicks back to Ethan.
Which one did you just shoot?
It would be this guy here.
All right, I'm gonna shoot the guy next to him then.
Okay.
Bonus action, mighty shot. It's gotta work again. It's not gonna.
You got
I'm not gonna
this.
flip this again, right?
Got this.
It was a 16 and a 1, so 16 minus 7. So that's 9 plus 8. That's still 17.
That's enough. That hits.
Let's go.
All right. So I'm shooting the guy that he did not shoot. Maybe I'll kill him. I'm not gonna kill him. Your dice failed me. That's 13 damage total.
All right. Still standing, but very rough.
And then I'm gonna use my movement to duck down behind the wall.
You don't have any. You took advantage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So you're still there, and Elmamir's up. 3 still in front of you. 2 have now been damaged.
Probably whack the guy that I just hit.
Cool.
Dodge on that demon time.
Yeah. We're gonna continue to dodge.
You need to dodge. All right, first attacks roll out. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 and a natural 20. That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage as you thrust forward with the sword. Next one's going to be a 12 to hit.
Nope.
And the third one is a 13.
Nope.
All right. And with that, the arrow guy is like, for sure this time, I've got him now. Okay. He's really trying to kill you. It's not. He hit still. Last time he definitely still hits, but I don't know if it's gonna kill you. This is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And roll on wrong dice. That is a 6 of piercing damage, and he's like, man.
Yeah, you're a problem now. I just slowly turn towards him.
You wanted my attention.
You now have my attention. He's like, okay. And now we come to Arvana. You're up on top of the roof here.
I'm gonna shoot at the one that I just saw shoot
Okay.
at Nathan.
Okay.
Hold on a second. You don't get to just do that. Yeah, it's not that great though. 13.
Miss. And we roll back around to Nathan here.
Alright, the guy that just shot at me, bonus action, I'm gonna try to mighty shot him.
Okay.
I need better than that, come on.
Oh, man.
I might hit.
He's feeling lucky.
Not that lucky. 12.
Yeah. The guy, he dips past the shot. He aims ready for another one to take you out.
I don't like this.
We ran out of luck.
Elamir,
I think,
you are
yeah, we-
locked with 3 of them in front of you.
Yeah.
2 of them are damaged. But they are ready for another round of attacks. What are you doing?
What if we did all this epic stuff and we just died of bandits?
Yeah. It'd be pretty funny.
Time to stop dancing around. Let's do this. Never mind. We're not doing this.
Not doing this?
Nope.
What's the
We're
roll?
not doing this. It's 11.
Wait, you gave yourself a
So as
violent
you-
door.
Oh, I do have that.
Oh,
It's not enough. That's 13.
13. As you go to, all right, enough messing around. You plunge forward, and it's met with like parried of all three at the same time. It's like, we can do that too. And now they unleash their attacks on you. Not at disadvantage.
You should have dodged.
That's a 22 to hit.
You should have dodged.
Then a 13 to hit.
Nope.
And a 9. All right.
All right, Anakin, I'm starting to panicking.
That is a 8 slashing damage. And
This diplomacy
the
still out of the question.
the one with the bow, he is going to still look towards you, and he's like, "You're going down. You can't out archer me." That is a 15 to hit.
Miss.
I was born with the bow.
All right,
You should
and
get that.
now it goes to Arvana.
I guess I will switch to sword and shield, hop down. It'd be all 35 feet of my movement to
Yeah.
get on the other side of one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack whichever one has already been damaged.
Okay.
They've both been damaged.
2 of them have been damaged.
Whichever
That
one is
one-
more damaged.
Yeah, that
The
one's
far
the one
one's
shot.
most
Alright,
damaged.
so I'll go. Well, I wouldn't be able to move that far, so I
Yeah.
would just be whatever this one is.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. So 8. So that's gonna be 22 damage.
22 damage.
Yes.
And not even hearing you approach, fully invested in attacking Elmamir here. He's defenseless, and you come up right behind him and skewer him through the spine. Drops quickly. The other two still standing and quickly look to you, and they're shifting now to kind of balance fighting both of you.
I guess I kind of need to know if there's an AC bonus to the shield now as well, if I get attacked, because I haven't mattered yet.
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
All right, and now kicks to Nathan.
I'm gonna do what I've been doing and hope it still works.
Which guy? That guy? You've only missed him twice now. Third time's the charm, right?
Not at these rolls.
It's fine. She's great.
Yeah, dude, it's not that hard. We've been rolling 20 all night.
I got a -1 on die roll. It's awesome.
Okay, so you don't hit. The archer goes, "You're mine now."
Probably.
This is a 360 sniper battle. Where
Natural 20!
Wait, I can see him, right?
Yeah.
My foresight kicks in and I see him slamming my buddy with an arrow. And I'm so embarrassed for him that I'm going to take that moment and twist fate and make him re-roll that natural 20.
Darn you. Let me have my moment.
Nope.
It's still 17 on the roll. So that is not great. 4 piercing damage. He's taking you down. He's gonna get you. He's like, that should have landed. That should have got him in the eye. What is wrong with this? He's like getting frustrated. He can see his moment coming. He can only dodge so many arrows. He's getting nervous. It's affecting him. And it is now Arvana. No. That was after. Wait, did I skip
You
through?
might have skipped me.
I skipped through. Eleanor, you're up first.
Sick.
After I bend the fates, I look at him and he's like, gotcha.
Yeah.
Bending the fates.
Yeah, because he did his shot, and I jumped straight to his opponent instead of letting you go.
I'm going to disengage and look at Arvana and go, "Thanks, tag out." And I'll run.
Oh, your HP's not doing so
No,
well.
it's bad. It's real bad. I'm gonna run 35 feet.
You don't know what his HP is.
Just
Back.
straight,
Yeah, straight back.
this way.
Okay. All right. So you disengage, create some distance as much as you can between you, and
I
bonus
will-
action switch or keep your shield out.
I'm gonna keep my spear out right now, so that I can give.
Oh, it's just spear.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can give Arvanith the Rhyme of Lore with my
Okay.
bonus action as I'm running away.
All right. And as you tag out, you give him a little bit of inspiration here. And now, the two that are still left in combat. Well, all three are still left. I
I
thought y'all
killed
took
one,
out
didn't
one.
I?
Yeah. Arvanith.
Yeah, he got him through the spine. Yeah, so he's
So
gone.
there's the guy that I can't hit, and then there's the other two.
I'm
So the other
really
two-
hoping that I can run 5 feet further than all of them, and they can't get back in melee. with
The other
me.
two go straight after you, and so they switch targets real quick, and kind of look to you running out, and they're like, "If we run, and turn on you."
It wouldn't be at disadvantage or anything. I don't think.
Just rolling both at the same time. That's a 16 to hit and a 20.
16 is my AC. I don't know if the shield affects it at all. So that's up to you. I don't know.
It does not. So
So one just hit a nat 20, or that was a total 20?
total dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, they'll both hit.
10 slashing damage as they cut across you quickly, readying their second attack. You're up, Arvana.
Whichever one looks more damaged, I'm gonna take a swing at.
Okay.
That'd be the one that I hit with a mighty shot
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh, it's not good at all.
You have the Rhyme of Lore.
I do.
And what points?
Okay, that's better. So that would be. So 13 missed. I don't know if 14 is enough. I will just roll it. 14 to hit.
Just miss as it streaks past him. And now we kick to Nathan.
I'm gonna give myself advantage, but I'm not using mighty shot.
All right.
And seeing that he's in trouble, so I'm gonna shoot at the guy that I hit already.
All right. Switching it up.
Natural 20.
Nah.
The guy with 1 hit point is dead. You got him. He drops.
You did that.
I feel
Now-
like it was more of a wasted turn.
The threat, way less there against Arvanith, but your archer still stands against you, ready to kill
Here
you.
comes the nat 20. I feel it. He's
and
gonna crit me right now.
Elmir, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to my bow
All right.
and shoot him.
Shoot him.
A 21 to
That'll
hit. That's 5 damage.
You fire out, streaks through the gate, plants in his chest, he wrenches it free, and goes to stab at Arvanith. That's a 19 to hit. That is 6 points of slashing damage. And now the archer anchors in. He's ready for his moment. That is a 16 to hit.
Just hits.
Let's go.
You know, it took that virtue to bump my AC up. My one didn't matter.
8 damage.
I'm still up.
He's like,
Easy.
he's grasping for his quiver, and he's, whew, I still have an arrow.
Nathan's like, I don't know why you give me so much trouble.
Where's the stuff?
Just die.
Arvanith, you're up. There's one in front of you.
Swinging.
Bro, I think you need to use the luck points.
I only have one left though, and we are not in a safe place.
Fair.
I
It'll be
critically
safe in a
missed.
second.
Critically miss. All right. And now we go back to Nathan.
That guy over there that he's fighting has not been hurt at all, is he?
I just hit
He
him.
did. He hit
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Well, since you two are engaged with that guy, I'm gonna try to finish off the Hawkeye over here. I'm just gonna take a regular shot at this guy. I'm not using my bonus action to do that. I'm just gonna try to shoot him. 26.
That'll
I
hit.
should have just been doing that the whole time.
That'll hit, dude. That'll hit.
And he takes 11 piercing damage.
You see him take the. He's like, more ammo.
I'm going. And I put him back down behind the wall.
Crap. As you disappear behind the wall, he's frustrated. He's happy he has more ammo. He's hurting. He tilts back over towards you, Arvanith.
You better have to make a deck save for that slippery arrow. There's blood on it.
And he pulls it back and he goes, swift death to my enemies.
Oh no.
And fires a shot. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Let's go. That is 7 piercing damage. As this fight is getting very close,
Because we missed 30 seconds.
it is escalating as ever. Twice the numbers versus you guys, and it's coming down to the wire. We'll see what happens as this guy now with the sword, he swings out at Arvanith and his only quarry in front of him. That is a 14 to hit. As it, you dip right underneath it. Arvanith, you're up.
I mean, we can miss again. Why not? Natural 20. 15 damage.
That's enough.
Okay.
He drops and falls lifeless there at your feet. The last one standing is like,
This is his heroic time.
my last shot. And even
I rise up from beyond the wall like,
I think we skipped my turn again.
oh, did we? We did. Elmamir, sorry.
Cool.
We went straight to Arvanith's epic moment here.
I think you're so far away you'd have to dash to get back in the camp.
It's fine.
Nah, he's 35 feet.
35 feet.
I forget you guys get the extra 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just enough.
35
Begin.
feet. Can I see this other guy from here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sick.
And you see him like looking towards the wall with one arrow in hand. He's like,
Alright, let's do this.
I hope you miss so I can kill him.
That's a 20 to hit.
that'll hit.
Oh.
Let's see if it's enough.
That's 8 damage.
You
Max
blind
damage.
slide him completely and just
Just slide.
all the
him.
hope in his eyes. I got this.
Mama told me I was
And
special.
lights out. You take him down.
I think he should make a con save to stay alive long enough to try to shoot me.
I won't wish that on you. All right, and so with that, all is vanquished now.
Where is the freaking bow? Can we look for the bow?
As you guys all gather yourself, rather arrow-filled and bleeding, and that was a lot closer than it should have
I
been.
have 3 health.
I have 7.
I got 8.
Well, that was more difficult. Perhaps this was their vanguard.
And the freaking curse! Like, come on!
I'm looking around the camp for the bow. I just want that bow back.
All right, make investigation checks.
I'm going for those maps.
All right,
That's a 16 for investigation.
all right.
Same.
Cool.
Those bodies. See if there's anything of worth on these people.
I mean, if you look at it, we're kind of like wrecking everyone in this entire region. Got all the bandits, restoring lost
We've
kingdoms.
really survived 2-to-1 odds like 4 times at this
Yeah.
point.
Would it be
Guys-
funny if
you
you
guys
were the
could
boy
be
that cried
adventurer
orc and then
heroes.
orcs came in right now?
Almost.
No, please. No, for the love of all that is good in Middle Earth.
All right, so let's.
Just give me the bow.
I think it's funny how we ran like 6 campaigns and no one's ever used dodge once. And then this campaign, we're
Like,
using dodge in every
Yes, that's
too
encounter.
much.
All right.
You know, a big part of it is that we still don't have extra attack. So it's like,
Yeah.
you want to swing twice, or do you want to just sit there and not do anything?
Yeah.
But sometimes that is the strat.
All right. So with that, you guys scour this camp. They have at least been here for at least the better part of a day. You can see where the fire has been stoked up. They must have camped out overnight, and some of the tents and other things were used.
Did they move
The-
the bodies from before?
There
we
are
tell-
also 2 more ponies here.
Can we tell if,
ponies?
if any of these 6 were the 2 that got away before, or can we
No,
would we
we killed those.
recognize
No, they
them?
you guys got the rest that had the 2.
Me and
Oh, we
Nathan
got them.
killed
Oh,
those.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
right after.
And
you
so
fell.
this just must have been another separation that had gone out in
So
a different direction and come back.
He said 11. We're up to 15.
He's bad at
Bro,
counting. That's
yeah,
what I said when we
bro
started.
Really lied to us.
That's why we killed him.
So you guys scour the camp, looking over everything, looking for this bow, and kind of turning over every bit that you can before finally, in one of the tents, the last one you check, you pull out this black, sleek bow that comes out and has a nice, like, opposite curve at the end where the bow strings all attach. So the bowstring seems to, like, hug the upper edges.
So it's a recurve.
Yeah, rounding
yeah.
into it as it comes back. It's
Nice.
nice, long, great bow. And you're like, this feels special. I like it.
I'll have to take some time to figure it out, though.
Yeah. So with that, you hold that in your hand. It is not of elven make, and it's way too large to be dwarven. Must be made of from maybe like Dunedain heritage or something. So it seems remarkable though.
Neither of us would recognize the make of it either.
You recognize that it's probably no, y'all aren't handling it at this moment. But even then, I don't know if you would have enough recollection of well-crafted items of that type, or I'm not sure. You could both roll an old lore check.
I'm pretty good at those.
16.
22.
22. All right. You try to recall anything with this, or maybe some knowledge about it. You don't know of anything throughout lore or history that would akin to this bow itself, but you definitely see the make of this, and you're like, this is something of one of the Rangers. It's gotta be. There's gotta be more connected to this. This
So
may
it's
be.
Numenorian
This
and-
may be magical.
And the only way to figure out what it does is to get
We
someone
have
to
to
tell us.
identify it in
Yeah.
fellowship base.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, you guys have gotten some rather nice
I walk
trinkets and treasure so
around. I walk
far.
around and I get as many arrows as I can. How many can my quiver
Yeah.
hold?
Oh yeah.
You can hold, I think, just north of 40. I want to
have
say 40 is
60, I think,
maxing it
'cause
out.
We talked about before. You said
Okay.
the max was 60.
I think 60 is maxed out. All right.
Okay, so how many?
So-
How many do I find?
Between all their quivers and everything that you can pick up, you can easily get that many. Yeah. So you
Shouldn't
kind
have
of
to worry about
recover.
that for a little while.
How much would there be any left over? How much?
I'd say if y'all all split it, y'all can round out to just north of 30 apiece. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already pretty much max, so
So
you can
that
have
would
all
put
mine.
me at max if
Okay.
I get 30 from this because I already have
Yeah.
31.
kind of looting all of this and what their supplies are and everything else, you're feeling pretty confident that you guys are well stocked up for what's ahead.
Sick.
Did you find the maps already?
He's
I-
pouring over them.
Yeah, I went to
Um,
grab them, but we haven't.
Make
gone
a
that far.
cartographer's check.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been so far.
I just missed a lot.
Gosh, I have no idea what. I mean, intelligence. Would that be like
Now all the good rolls are coming in.
investigation? For
So
the like skill. on the check?
cartographer, I believe, is wisdom based. So just use it as if you were proficient with your wisdom.
Okay,
So-
so
So it'd be
Like a
plus
perception?
6.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Pouring over these maps, you see it. It's definitely where essentially they have made like brigand stops like along like their map of these roads. of like where they have stopped and considered camps, and that's kind of spaced out across what is all the southern reach of everything. You pick out 5 distinct points, and counting in your head as far as numbers go and how many you guys have encountered, you don't know if there's any more out on the road in any of those points. But if you were wanting to hunt and track them down, you know where to find them.
I would have walked over while he's saying the maps and tried to look at him as well, and probably would have asked for like what his perspective was, and then been kind of like, maybe we should bring this map back to Bree and give it to them to have. I mean, for the future, and we could even.
Well, certainly at least give them a copy.
Yeah, I don't feel like we need to go check all these locations, but we should at least bring them the map.
Are any of the locations on the way that we need to go towards the Blue Mountains?
No, everything is towards the south.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you guys would be going back north, back to Bree.
Were there any maps of the fortress or the Dwarven fortress or the older Dunedain fortress? Is there any mention of those on the map?
Cool. Nope. There were no such maps. I don't think.
Well, if this
I
is
don't
a
know that they knew the dwarves had such intricate.
And one of the things that you guys didn't happen to do when you guys were down there is explore many of the other chambers that were within the kind of the Dwarven Gate on the other side of the bridge before the flooded chambers. There was a whole other section with rooms that went off to the right.
Yep.
And you don't know if they explored that more and maybe that went off a different direction. You're not sure. However, you guys are in the camp. You guys are able to do what you want. You want to rest here.
I say we close the gate, set watches and rest, and then go back towards Bree.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I will meditate for 4 hours, and then I'll start my watch.
Okay.
Sir Pickles the Fourth and Madam Cucumber.
Oh, we should name our horses. So our first horse was Fog Breath,
Yeah.
our pony. And we have a black one. What are
You
the
never
other
named.
ones? What are the other ones?
Unless
look
you named
like?
it Pickles the Third.
We'll name that one Pickles. That's
Alright.
Pickles the first.
Pickles the First.
What are the other colors of the other ones?
One is tan, and the other one is a mix of white and kind of like a muddy brown.
Personally, I think that one of them has to be named Pony Boy.
The white and brown one will be Pony Boy, and then the tan one we'll call Tanner.
Nice.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
All right. So now that you guys have all of these ponies in hand, do you still have your journey sheet?
Yes.
You can put them on there if you'd like.
Underneath all of my dice.
We can just start a pony breeding business at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you can write them down there. Both of them have Constitution of 13, which is a +1.
Does that help with our checks having more ponies? Like,
It
not really.
varies because you could have a mishap where you lose one, or multiple, or you could have one fall ill. You could have treacheries that way. If you're crossing over lots of territory, that may slow you down. You know, it varies. Sometimes it's extra helpful for everything you carry or find. You can load them up with supplies from this camp and take them back to Bree and try to offload stuff. You know, there's
Make some
options.
money.
There's definitely some options. Let me see that journey once you're done, and I'll mark some things on there. And then for our next steps, you guys are headed back to Bree. You guys have already carved this path. You already know the way. You have really kind of made your way, through this area. Getting back is not necessarily a part of the journey as much as getting down through unfamiliar territory and the things that you've encountered along the way.
no more fog.
So with this,
Like I say, this game does the Pillar of Adventure way better than 5e regular.
Seems like it.
all right.
Did you write down that 3 gold?
I did.
Okay, so making sure I don't want to lose any money.
All right. So with this, in total, y'all's journey going all the way down, 6 days to get to the Star of the Mist. 3 days time with conquering and then resting afterwards, added to that and to get to 9, to an additional day being 10 days for what you did for conquering the bandit camp and disbanding that, collecting supplies as best you can, and then moving back north another 6 days. So with that in total being 16 days total from all your travels going all the way down and back up. You guys along your travel here had an event as a mishap with the ponies on the way down, and you had a combat with the first set of bandits. Then you ran into the combat second set, all right? Then with the marsh dwellers, your fall, you had a council meeting with all the dwarves. Then you had the encounter coming up to first with Lady Elwyn. Then a repeat of that, and then a resurgence of her back at the tower, rising again for a final fight, and an epic retreat and a breaking of the curse before finding the lesser horde. Coming back in to resolve your conclusion with the dwarves, handing over the jewel, gathering virtues, great weapons, and even abilities with yourself. Things that you found within this journey before stepping back out to the bandits. And now on your way back with lots of things in tow, multiple ponies, lots of supplies to sell. However, with the amount of encounters, your fatigue has added up considerably. So with this, you guys have 3, 7, 8, 9 fatigue on this save. You guys are just now getting back to Bree and going to be heading into a fellowship phase from being there for quite some time. For your fatigue saving throw, you need to make a Constitution saving throw, and the DC is 19. 20. You do not suffer any points of exhaustion.
Nat 20.
You do not suffer any points of exhaustion.
What's your roll?
2 plus.
Reroll it. I'll give you a
Luck point.
Give you a luck point. I have 3 because we.
That's still not great. 12.
12. So you suffer 2 levels of exhaustion from ending this journey of everything and the toll that it's taken on you. So mark those 2 down. For everything of all the events that you guys have had come against you with the forces of shadow, from dealing with the major form of Lady Elwyn and all that encompassed with that, you guys got 3 shadow points from that. However, breaking the curse destroyed 4 points from that. And that puts you at a -1 on that scale. Even like kind of fighting the bandits and stuff like that, there wasn't necessarily a give or take from your success. There wasn't a gruesome atrocity that happened with that. Where that sits now is where's everybody's shadow score right now?
9.
3.
3.
I'm only at a 1.
Cool.
I think I took more than you did
Yeah.
at last time.
Oh,
Because-
was it whenever we saw the undead
I think
the
so.
first time?
Yeah.
I think I saved against that.
I don't think I added up one of hers when you guys. I didn't give you an extra one when you got stunned and you got frightened.
Oh yeah.
So you
So
guys
I'd be
would
at-
both be 1 higher.
I'd be at 2.
All right. But that's where we set there, and we will be rolling into fellowship phase. We'll try to get all those details ironed out before our next stream, and kind of like pick out what we want our fellowship phase to be. Go ahead and roll any type of interactions with that. I'll get you guys what y'all's weapons identifications are, because I'm sure y'all will be picking that to figure out what all y'all have gotten. You have the circlet that you found. You have the bow. You have your sphere, the spear. You have the shield and the bow.
And we have the crown.
And
the gem.
crown. So I'll
Yeah.
say you have the crown because, and you have
Yeah.
the gem. So you each have 2 items that y'all are about to learn something about. And with that, the last leg of this journey, each of you guys get 200 more experience points from the last combat and from traveling back.
So we're at 2146.
And when we pick up next time, you guys will be resolving the quest within Bree with the bartender, with Belmont Smoke, and resolving the quest that was given to you guys, finding out any more information, finding the direction towards the Blue Mountains and seeing how that's going to take, how that shapes up, or what leg of adventure it may take you.
And we're still not dead.
And you're still not dead.
We're still alive.
You guys have gained a lot from your journeys down there. And with that, we thank you guys for joining us on this chapter of Laughable Odds for episode 2 of A Tale of the Blue Mountains. We thank you guys so much. And we hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you guys.
Fun. It's been real.
It's been real. It's been real fun.
Let me shut this off.